Hello, everybody. It's your DM speaking. I'm Aaron. I'm going to be DMing this session, and we're just going to be getting things a little set up quickly, mainly camera stuff we need to figure out, but hang tight. While we're doing that, I'll be talking to you about what this session is going to be about, if that's a-okay with you guys. So, session. If any of you understand what Dark Sun is, you definitely know this is not going to be a friendly, per se, session or campaign. But for those of you who don't know,
Well,
nice
it's okay.
going.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah.
It's taped to the table.
We're off to a good start. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
Do we need more tape?
Probably.
Okay.
I can't wait on the box because this opening's shut off. It's.
Well, are you gonna turn it off?
No, we're gonna get the webcam fixed in just a second, y'all.
All right. Well, anyways, so for those of you who don't know what Dark Sun is a universe within the D&D settings that has no deities or gods within it, and is kind of a perpetual desert. So if any of you watched Dune recently, you kind of understand what that is. But yes, so Dark Sun is very gritty in comparison to a lot of other campaigns. There's a lot more, I would say, kind of heavy subjects of kind of lack of freedom, sort of subjugation, a lot of death, a lot of destruction. It is one that is kind of hard to make a lot of jokes in, but we figure it out. I'll tell you that. We figure ways to make that make fun in here. So yeah, we're getting things set up.
Getting the DM's webcam set up. Give me 2 seconds.
You'll see my wonderful face in a few minutes.
Okay, should be good. Let go. Hey, it's taped to the table.
There we go.
Josh, our beautiful mechanic here.
Hey, physicist!
Physicist. Well, physicist mechanic now.
Strike one, DM. Strike one.
Wait, you can sit down there. Okay, you're centered.
All right, perfect. All right, we good? We good?
Mason, you're a little out of frame.
I can try and move
I
forwards.
can shift the cameras.
Alrighty. Sorry about that.
Hi, everybody.
He has blocked my view. You cannot see my wonderful face anymore. Hello again.
All right, how does the camera look, everybody? How is the camera looking?
Sound off in chat for us. Put a few poggers in. if you
No,
think it's
that's
good.
No, you don't know what you've done.
Oh, I know exactly what I've done. I've been on Twitch for quite a long time, my friend.
Probably more than me.
Well, I think while things are getting a little
Okay.
put together, I'll do my little spiel that I had planned out. So, welcome, adventurers. Welcome to the world of Dark Sun, or should I say, the world of Athas. Athas is not a kind world, you see. Athas is one of treachery, darkness, and most of all, death. Athas is a desert world. Rain never falls to the earth, and the skies are blue, but enriched by the red sun above that beats down with heavy heat. On Athas, the winds are not forgiving, and neither are the people. Everyone here is out for themselves, and trust me, you can't trust anyone, anywhere. One of the main things of Athas is there are no gods here, no one you can pray to, but one person will be listening in on your prayers to anyone above. Those are the Dragon Lords, creatures made by foul magic that now rule the land. Sorcerer kings led by these dragon lords, take over city-states, and run horrible slave trades with horrible bandits and raiders that have no regard for human life. Many races that you know from the D&D campaigns are gone within this world. Orcs, gnomes, dwarves, Goliaths, many of them have been wiped from the face of the world by the cleansing wars that happened many thousands of years ago, and the scars from that war still fester upon the land. So welcome. Enjoy your stay for as long as you can. Alright, so who wants to go first with their character
now
introduction?
we're going to intro our characters a little bit so you guys have some idea what we're working with. You want to roll to see who goes first?
No, I think you can.
Alright.
I was gonna say first roll, but never mind.
Guess I'm just going. Alright. So. Oh, what'd I do? I didn't know anything, it's fine. Great start. Hi, I'm Spencer, or Winter, as some of you know me. This is me. I will be playing tonight. It's coming. There we go. Dahlia, the bard. Dahlia is a human bard with some knowledge of times past that he learned from reading many books in his youth. He is a College of Spirits bard, which means he basically does seances and talks to the dead, hears their stories, and then tells them to inspire and aid his allies in combat or to strike down his enemies with Dragon's Flame. You know, as you do. Dahlia goes by Doll, looks like a character out of time almost, a very mishmashed clothing. And the most kind of significant part of his outfit is the mask that he wears, which is sort of a domino mask with a glittering sort of metal, almost antler-like appearance, visage, if you will, in front of him. Yeah, that's Dahlia. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Alright.
Quick question. Am I revealing what city I was from, or no?
Whatever
Reveal
Because
what
that
you
was
want.
mentioned.
You can go ahead and do that if you want to.
Okay, because that was mentioned once
Yep.
in our session.
Go right ahead.
Hello. My name is Golden Treasure. Call me Den. I am a Tabaxi Soul Knife Rogue and Archfey Warlock dual class. I grew up living on the streets, getting by through lying and deceiving. I grew up in the city of Mar, which is where I learned my elemental magic. My elemental patron, Water, gives me my powers. In battle, I create knives and leave no scar, and can damage without leaving no trace, or with leaving no trace. Out of battle, I can trick and deceive, changing my appearance, creating illusions, and influencing those around me. So that's my character.
Nice. Alright.
All right, I'm next. Well, I'm just sorry. I didn't know if the image was coming up first or what. Okay, so I'm
I
next.
knew when you said it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be playing Shaper, and Shaper is a lovely little rock thing made up of silvery rocks that float in a vaguely quadrupedal form. 4 legs and upper body, almost centaur-like, but definitely not reminiscent of a human. They have 2 arms that come out with 2 crescent-shaped hands, and they're held together by some unknown magical energy. These silvery rocks seem to be inlaid with different runes in these circular shapes. There are a few metal pieces that float around one central crystal through which Shaper sees. Shaper has been roaming ever since waking up in the middle of nowhere with these ruins all around. And after meeting our lovely Den here, they have traveled with them since.
Very nice.
Do we mention what's happened already in the
No,
story?
no.
We don't? Okay.
Not yet, my friends, not yet.
Okay.
So, now that you've met our characters, shall we do a small little. Alright, yeah, so we're going to do a little introduction of what's happened in the past because we are jumping in kind of into a session that's been going on for a little bit now. So, previously, with the Dark Sun campaign that we are running, our friend, as character Shaper here had mentioned before, was traveling with Den out in the deserts, being pulled by a call deep, deep within to the city far, far out. And as they were walking along, they had encountered a vagabond of sorts who had many wrappings and clothing upon him. His name was Bon. And Bon had joined them on their adventure feeling the same call. Upon joining with them, they quickly escaped from a sandstorm that was whipping across the lands and hunted down some bird for feed and hunkered down for the night. In the morning, they moved along and continued their journey, getting to know one another more, as Shaper and Den had just met very early on before they had met Bon. Continuing this, they continued through the hot, hot desert sands and eventually hunkered down right outside of the city of Islan, a very large city that was ruled by a sorcerer king at the time. And upon falling asleep, some bandits attempted to hijack some of their belongings, but thankfully our friend Shaper here was able to spot them before anything was taken and quickly dispatched of them. As they continued into the city the next morning, they quickly found that the sorcerer king who once ruled over the city was actually dead and had been killed literally the day before. And things seemed very rapid in movement here. Many people were running towards the center as there was going to be an announcement. Many people believing that the next Sorcerer King was about to be announced. Our trio here, they decided to join and continued on into the center of the city, and were shocked to find many raiders were actually within the city, which was not something often seen. As they got here, they quickly found this man named Delphire, a very eccentric man on the outside and something of a wreck on the inside, if you can kind of pick up on that energy. And he quickly pronounced that he would not be taking title of Sorcerer King, but instead would be trying to liberate the city from its foot, from the foot of a dragon lord who the Sorcerer King was under. So he quickly denounced the dragon lords and announced that he instead had magics of a different sort, that of the elementals. This quickly sent a panic throughout the city, as most people are fearful of the dragon lords and do not wish to be on their bad side, of course. So hearing this is kind of like pretty bad news for most people. They quickly found that the calling was actually a spell that had been cast by an elven woman. Elves in this world not very often seen, and when they are often treated poorly because of some behaviors that they've shown in the past, that of slight cannibalism. So this elven woman revealed herself to have been the one who had called for them to join their cause, but not directly in cause of Delphire, but instead adjacent to Delphire, as they announced that Delphire ways of doing things were a little too upfront, and so they were not exactly happy about that and wanted to maybe have this revolution live a little bit longer than Delphire's life. So upon hearing this, they made a deal with the Elven woman and the Eric Cochran general that was at her side, who was a friend of Delphire's, as she was too. They stayed within the city for a while before Delphire called upon them to come to the palace of the Sorcerer King, where he was currently staying. Once they have entered, they found that he acted as almost a man-child at times, and kind of blew his top at a few things that were not mentioned to him previously, and quickly kind of turned into a very angry argument between him and his two friends. Let's just say things did not get to a good conclusion before things were cut off by one of the raiders running in screaming bloody murder as his arm was ripped off from his body and he was currently bleeding out. Everyone quickly fled the palace to find what was the commotion and saw spews of fire as chaos started to reign around the city. They quickly went out to go and find what was happening and quickly discovered horrible monstrosities known as abominations. And these abominations were causing terror across the city, destroying anything in their path that was living. The trio eventually found where these abominations were originating from, which was a cavern down below where the Sorcerer King had been doing experiments previously, and where a catacombs with many, many bodies of many people from many centuries had been inlaid within the city grounds. Here was a major abomination, a creature that probed at the minds of some of the members of this trio and caused them to have visions of a little child lost and alone, pleading for help, while the real monstrosity was trying to eat them. So after snapping out from this, they quickly dispatched of the creature and blowing it up into a bunch of rich soil from our friend Shaper over here. Nobody having seen rich soil before, and also the explosion causing quite a scene, drew a lot of attention as everyone came towards the center of the city. Den quickly took care of the situation and told them that the monsters were now dispatched and that the soil that they saw was in fact A-OK to eat. And so A-OK to eat was the kind of thing everyone had on their mind and quickly tried some of this dirt. And this is where the name that you'll probably hear at some point, Sweet Sand, kind of came in, as people found that the soil was a lot better than regular dirt. And continuing from there, the trio took some rest within the city, and a few weeks later they just were told by the Elven Lady to join with the Elven Lady and Delphire, of course, to join with some of the raiders on a journey to a ship known as Revenge within a fleet of ships known as Vengeance. And here is where one of the Dragon Lords actually resides, and they wanted to get intel on the Dragon Lord as they had some spies on the inside that they were supposed to retrieve. So they join a ship, and on this ship is a raider leader known as Oak, and Oak graciously took them in, and over a couple of weeks upon the great sand dunes on this ship, some things started to go on that weren't exactly good. Firstly, a storm rolled in very quickly upon the sands, and what happened next was a devil attack. How fun, right? So that happened. A lot of people died. Everyone was not okay. They took one of the devils in as a captive. This brought in a little bit of turmoil between some of the trio, as some of them wanted to dispatch of the demon, while others wanted to gain some information from the demon. Um, let's just say in the end it didn't really matter because Ulk seemed to have some different agendas and quickly pushed them off the edge of the ship and into the sands, hoping that they would have died. Unfortunate for him, they survived, albeit in a comatose state for about 5 months. This is where we start to pick up. So, we pick up with they're on the ship Fear, which is one of the battleships within the fleet of Vengeance. They were saved by another warlock of the elementals named Silt, who follows in that of the Earth elemental. And the demon, of course, perished eventually, and Bon decided that it was better that he went on his own to kind of better pastures of sorts and continue his life in a different way after being tossed into the sands twice now. But Silt, kind of in a downer from one of the members leaving, decided to go out onto the upper deck of the ship, where he met Dahlia and brought him into his abode to then meet the other two and joining them together into this nice trio that you see before them. And we are there, actually. So, that is the very long-winded introduction. I am very sorry.
As a point of clarification, I was playing Bon. Bon is no longer with us. Now it is Dahlia.
Thank you for bringing back the Bond voice.
I can't escape
it. He will come back to haunt us all.
Yes.
Probably multiple times.
The Bond voice will come out of Dahlia and I can't do anything.
It's just one of the spirits.
It is. Bon
Hey.
might be dead, you don't know.
You never know.
Fell into the sand seas
That's
trying to get
cool.
away. Yeah.
But anyway, so we are going to pick up. Last session, we had a little mini thing where we simply introduced Dahlia. And we had some discussions between the characters. Shaper and Dahlia were talking. Dahlia seems to know quite a lot about some of the things that Shaper had no idea about, which brings up some questions for our friend Shaper here, who is very curious in a lot of regards. And we are going to pick up actually on the day after this because it was late at night, and the gracious host Silt decided that it would be best that maybe just go to sleep and forget about the craziness for at least a couple hours.
Oh.
Anyways.
That was the other thing I think.
Yes. But so, it is currently the dead of night. Silt has gone into his cot and has fallen asleep, albeit clearly before for like 2 hours was actually pretending to be asleep so he would not have to be in the conversation, as he was very uncomfortable with the conversation at hand, pertaining to a lot of things like you mentioning Dragon Lords, and he is very not fond of Dragon Lords.
You win some, you lose some.
So, it is late at night. Silt is asleep in his cot now, actually asleep. Like, you can tell it is a deep snore, not a fake snore like before. You all can go to sleep if you want to, or you could stay up later, but you will, if you stay up the whole night, take exhaustion, of course, if you need sleep. So, yeah, that is where we're starting. What are you guys currently doing within Silt's little housing area while he is currently asleep in the cot?
Dahlia's voice is escaping me right now.
It was like Australian.
It's just full Aussie. But,
Scotstralian.
Yeah.
Australian. That was kind of what it was.
Yeah. Give me a second, I'll figure it out.
Come on.
We'll give him a minute.
Dude, a bit of a squish.
I mean, my character doesn't really have a reason to stay up, so I think I'm just gonna just like hang out unless someone else has an idea of something they want to do.
Well, that's why I asked if anyone has anything that they want to do.
Do you all have plans for the night?
No.
Well, I've learned that me wandering around is not always a good idea.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be the best round here.
Yes, so I think I'll be staying inside for the night.
Okay.
Might as well get some rest.
Fine by me.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
You all have plans for the morning?
No,
No.
I think we're just kind of waiting to hitch a ride out of here.
To where?
Someplace.
Just anywhere else?
Yes.
Preferably
on
back
a
where we came
Fair
from.
enough.
We're on a ship we don't want to be on.
Not many people want to be on this ship.
Exactly.
Then we're in agreement. Look for a ship tomorrow then?
Well, it doesn't come in for a week. We actually will do. I'm not. I'm messing up my accent.
It's fine. That's what we're doing.
We
This was
actually.
all of last session.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a mess
Jump
of
between all the
accents.
English.
Why do you think I don't have an accent?
You do, you just don't know it. You don't hear it. The rest of us do.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually really good.
Okay, thank you.
God, it's
Impeccable.
Sounds like-
Exquisite.
man. If I could do
Southwestern.
that.
No shrimp on the Barbie BS.
Oh, you want a shrimp on the barbie?
Why?
Oh, I might order a shrimp on
Well, all
the
of
barbie.
our Australian viewers are gone.
I love you, Australia. I want to go there.
I know. Like huntsman spiders and stuff.
I just want to go to the jungle part.
Anyways.
Yeah.
We're taking some rest, yeah.
Cool.
All right. You decide that best idea, take some respite for the night. Then you pick one of your cots. There are currently four open for you to pick from. One was where Bon was and Sierra, who left as well. Shaper, you didn't get a cot originally because you were in the prayer room, which is under the floorboards, because he thought you were a bunch of prayer rocks.
Your rocks.
Your
Yeah.
rocks. So you
You
can
rock.
actually pick one of the open cots now. Or you can go back in the prayer room.
I'm
if
gonna
you
go
really-
back in the prayer room.
Does Shaper need a god? Do you feel like softness? Do you feel texture? Do you
You
feel
should ask. You should ask that to Shaver. That'd be a great question.
Boy, Shaper.
Yes.
Do you like feel things?
Yes.
So you can feel like textures.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have a preference to like soft or hard? So I guess you're rocks, so,
So like
it
sand.
really could be anything.
Sand would be soft and.
And rocks would be hard.
Okay.
So like sand but larger.
I think I like.
This is good.
I think I like softer textures more.
Oh, I was just curious.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate it. The questions.
If you want, you can roll for a memory.
Okay. Don't need to tell me twice.
First roll.
Well, first roll, memory roll. Is it adding anything like history or
It'll
insight?
be adding
or-
your history.
Okay.
As we've done before.
16.
16. What did in your previous life? What did you like firm or soft? Were you like someone who liked more of a silky smooth sort of clothing, or were you more of a
Silky smooth. I think that would have been more my style.
as Dahlia mentions about like kind of soft hard clothing and stuff like that, like materials, you're like smooth, silky smooth. That is a thing that keeps running through your mind. Silky smooth.
Oh, yeah, Dahlia's also got a little bit of silk on it. So
Okay.
But
I'll keep that.
might get some visual that's
Mhm.
fire.
But yeah, so that is what your mind says to you is silky smooth specifically.
Okay. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I am gonna remember that.
Yep.
Do you have any more questions before I?
Oh, I
Pop
mean,
down?
it'd be your turn to ask questions.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We are kind of doing a back and forth thing here.
What is your favorite sound?
My favorite sound. I think probably the sound of silence. When you don't hear anything.
Really?
That means there could be anything out there. Out there. Oh yeah.
Suppose you're right.
Oh, for sure.
I don't
It's a world of opportunity, if you will.
That's fair, but I don't particularly like that sound. It's
I mean, it can be broken by something, but it's the silence that sits behind all things.
imagine being stuck and there just being no sound forever. That would be terrible.
What?
Yes,
I
think
like
so.
silence too. I'm trying to sleep.
Forever.
Sorry, Des.
Sorry, Dan. I'll
Do
be.
you want to go down so we can speak and not wait, Dan?
Sure. Yeah.
Is still. He'll be fine.
I'm just going to. Is the trapdoor more than 10 pounds?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna go to it like.
100% more than 10 pounds.
Alright. You want some help with that? Help, Dave.
I would appreciate that.
Am I able to lift 10 pounds?
No. You're both stuck.
Together?
Let's work together.
Wait, you're telling me you're both wimps?
We have the same strength. It's 7.
You just hear them struggle.
It's just stop. It must be stopped. There's no other
It's
explanation.
jammed. It's jammed.
It's
Sorry, Dan. No sleep for you.
Are you telling me I'm the strongest one here?
We're a
Besides
caster
still
party.
tough
We're a caster party.
What? I'm trying to sleep.
I have an idea.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn off.
You don't fit in this room.
Just a normal large one.
Okay.
I'm not turning
It's
into
not
big
a
wolf.
large wolf,
Just
No
large.
15
So just
wolf here.
I'm going to. I don't have any sand. So how does that? DM. I would like you to describe how it looks. Is it like a mirage around me then, or
It
is
is like yeah, it's kind of a mirage because like you see like ripples of air, like
Coalescing.
it coalescing. Like it is attempting to grab stuff, but there's nothing in here to grab
like?
per se. So it's your like general rocks kind of in placements where it normally would be, but like then there's this
Okay.
like coalition of like just air.
And any like dust that might, because he
Yeah.
worships the elemental, so there
Yes.
might be like dust.
There's some dust that
So
kind of gets picked up.
It's
but
like a
not
dusty
enough.
shade.
Yeah,
it's not like sand. It's just a cloud.
Yes, it's not enough that you actually look solid. You look
Yeah.
pretty see-through.
Yeah.
Well, y'all said you did magic.
He does that
What?
sometimes.
What?
I'm just gonna look at you.
Turn into a wolf.
Don't. I just kind of like hunch and look at you a little bit more when you say that. Tilt my head to the side.
You
Then
know
I-
what a frog is, and you turn into a wolf. What is this? Pick your favorite animals.
I can't say anything, so I'm just gonna go
Talk
over
to
and I'm
me.
gonna.
Can you talk? You're a cat, so I don't think this will work. But
No.
I guess I'm out of luck
I don't
then.
speak.
Why did it?
Beast.
Why
I'm
did
humanoid.
why
I'm gonna
did-
try and yank it
why
open
did
while they're
Shaker
talking.
Turn into a wolf.
You
I just
does
kind of
that?
hook my
No,
teeth under
yeah.
and like.
I just stopped asking.
kind of with the air, kind of like pushes
Well,
it
it
up.
does a
It's
lot
like
of things.
Yeah.
and it goes.
I've just stopped asking at a point.
You can tell
So
this
it
is a
doesn't do
heavy
Yeah.
No.
trapdoor, and
Who's
it's
the
probably
leader?
for good reason for Silk,
I would
as he
say
wants to
I
keep
probably
this
know
hidden
more.
from people. So having it be
Do
a lot
you know how
heavier
to
than
lead it?
most things is
I
probably
mean,
a good idea.
not really. He kind of just does things. I kind of just do things.
Interesting dynamic.
Yes.
Trapdoor's open now. I opened it while you guys were.
Hold on.
And then I'm gonna. Back into my normal.
How are we gonna get that closed now?
We don't need to close it.
You.
They can still hear us if the door's open.
I'll close it. Fine. I just get up.
You can easily
Yeah.
knock it closed.
Okay.
I'll just
Should
get
I have
up.
had it down there before you closed it?
I don't know. Yes, you probably should.
Because
I
why
open
would
it up
you?
again.
I get it.
Yeah.
Mighty stronger.
How are you guys getting back?
You'll be asleep, won't you?
Yes.
You
Oh, I
one
can
of
get it
those.
back open.
Alright.
Okay.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Alright. I'll go down.
Alright, yeah, okay, thank you. I'm trying to get sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bye.
Farewell.
Are you down there yet?
I like my way.
I just closes it.
I should probably be
Why
down there
not?
too, shouldn't I?
You can't hear them.
I'm up here. I'm so up here.
Oh, you're up
They,
still up.
he closed them and I'm like, I should
Oh,
be down
this
there.
isn't
Shaper. This is just some other rocks down here.
I should
I opened it back up.
Bye bye.
What, should I go up now?
Closed.
Never mind.
It's really dark down here, isn't it?
I mean, not too terribly.
They're nice
See,
and
alright.
muffled. You can barely hear them now.
Is it
Sure,
dark?
right?
Like, is there any
It's
light?
not-
There's no light down here. It is pitch black.
It's
I can make my way.
But you can.
Here, I could do this. I'm gonna create fire and do some like light.
There are other ways to do it.
Do you have something?
Yes, preferable to. Thank you. Guess dancing lights.
Okay.
4 little globules of light, skull shaped,
Mhm.
for flavor. Just kind of floating around, lighting up the space.
That is much better.
Much better. Not less fire. Foil.
That's fair. What would you want?
No, I'm not the biggest fan of fire. Being honest.
That's fair. History?
Burns books.
But that's fair. That's fair.
Books burn quite well. Learned that one hard way.
Do I know what a book is?
You've seen
Oh,
a
I
book.
saw them in the
You had a book.
Yeah, you.
I thought that was like a plate, like a
It's,
slate.
no, it's a tome.
Okay, never mind. I know what a book is. That's somewhat a silly question. Of course I do. Anyways,
So what was the question you were going to ask me? Or was I asking
you
a
were
question?
you were asking me this.
What was the last question you asked me? Just to refresh my train of thought.
I asked you what your favorite sound was. You said silence.
Oh, I said
And I was like, I
silence.
don't
Yeah,
like that
right,
very
right,
much.
right. Well, I
Simon
kind of
Garfunkel,
asked,
right?
what was that magic you were doing? You turned into a big wolf. What was that about? Because you couldn't talk to me then, so I'll apply that to my question now.
A wolf, you say?
Yeah, wolf. Big one.
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
Thank you. I'm not. I don't know. I just kind of do it.
Do you know? I guess you don't know anything about it.
No, not.
All right.
I don't know a thing.
Did you wake up just knowing how to do that? How to do that?
Yes. I woke up, and
Interesting.
when I was in danger, I did it, and
Some form of natural shapeshifting response to danger.
no, I
Turn from prey into a prey. Are you prey or are you prey?
I don't know.
Don't really know how you fit on a food chain.
Do I fit on the food chain?
I don't. Do you eat?
I can. I don't typically eat, but I can
you
do
need
it.
to eat?
No, I don't think so. But I haven't gone too long without doing it, so.
So why do you make the berries if
Ah.
you don't need to eat?
Great question. I just know they taste good. I can't.
Can you taste?
No. I'm not sure. I just know they do taste good.
Do you know what taste is?
Yes. I know what taste is.
But you haven't. But you can't taste.
No.
So if you try to explain sight to a blind man,
Yes.
doesn't really work. It's like trying to explain a color. Can you
But I
see
can
color?
see. Yes, I can see color.
You see color now? Oh, I guess the lights are on. That makes sense.
I think I can see. Yeah.
And sometimes color's harder to see. You know?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess that was my question.
Okay.
I asked a couple there.
Yeah. Huh? Maybe I'll ask a couple.
Feel free to ask 2 or 3.
What's your favorite animal?
Oh, I don't know. No. Probably. Never really been partial to animals myself.
What's your favorite thing?
My favorite thing would be the stories people tell. Their legends, their aspirations, their dreams. Those are the stories that I tell. Make up my lifeblood, if you will.
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite story? Well, Alvarin's always quite a fine one. And Sunni. It's also a solid story.
I don't know any of this.
Tale of the Dragon. That's kind of a classic. The Runaway. The Phantom. The Vandal. You know, there's plenty of stories.
Hmm?
It's kind of hard to pick a favorite. It's always changing. There's always more to learn.
That's fair. That's fair. Your turn?
I asked you a couple of questions. That was your first.
Okay.
Give me a couple more. I
Hmm.
don't really know what to ask you because you don't seem to. No offense, but you don't seem to know a lot. Haven't been around that long.
Not taking. No, I really. Well, how
Well,
long
you
is
have,
long?
You have been around that long, but you don't know it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
your
point.
body. Is that the proper word to refer to you? Do you have like a torso or?
Oh, yeah, I think this is my torso, and I'll like point at one of the rocks.
Do you have like a spine?
No.
Alright. Some kind of weird invertebrate creature.
Maybe.
Alright. I'm just taking guesses
No?
because I don't have a clue what you are, so I'm just trying to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm just
I would
rocks.
ask if I could look for your spine, but that's a little rough.
I mean, I really don't mind.
I do.
Okay. Anyways,
What a that's the most natural awkward transition.
Oh, we're really right at that.
what do you know about the ship we're on?
Not a lot. I haven't been in a while.
Do you know about its engine?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not something that really shows up in stories.
I don't like it. It's not a good engine.
I'm sure you don't.
Feels like there's a lot of extra bits.
Sure. Extra bits of what?
Metal, like that pipes, and it's not. It's kind of falling apart, really.
I mean, isn't everything? Nothing really stays together. Even stories fall apart over time. People change the way they tell. That's why I try to keep things as pure to the form as possible. But sometimes I'm guilty of adding a little bit of narrative flair.
Fair. I'd love to hear one of your stories one time.
Perhaps sometime when you need it. But
Fair.
stories are meant to be held for when they're most important. If stories are told just whenever somebody wants to hear one, then they lose their value, if you will.
Right time, right place kind of deal?
Yeah.
Well,
Love telling stories when you're fighting things. It always makes it more exciting.
while fighting?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I'll tell you a story sometime.
Should we like fight and like we can tell
I-
a story?
Can you turn into a wolf again?
Yes.
No.
I could turn into a bigger one if you'd like to see.
Can you turn in? How many times can you turn into a wolf?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to test that down here because there is not a lot of space,
No.
and we can't get that. You said you could get that open.
Yes.
We should probably get that open, and then once I am not in the room, feel free to test how many times you can turn into a wolf, as much as you'd like, as long as I am a safe distance away.
Okay. I can do this two ways. The loud way or the clumsy way.
Both ways sound like the loud way to me.
Are either of those ways better than the other? I'll rephrase that. Are either of those ways worse than the other?
One of them is the same, I just have to climb up the ladder. That's the clumsy way.
Do you need to climb, or do you just kind of float your way up there?
I can't do that as a wolf.
Oh, right. So are you climbing the ladder as the wolf?
Yes, I'd be climbing the ladder as the
So
wolf.
what's the other way that you don't climb the ladder?
The loud way?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's very loud.
I'm a little curious.
It will just-
I'm not going to lie.
It will just sort of pop open.
So you can pop open the door.
Yes,
It's loud.
it's very loud.
Do you think you'd wake Dan up?
Yes.
What about the other way? Would that wake Dan up?
Depends how clumsy I am.
I'd say give it a go then.
Which one?
Give it a go.
Give me your best shot. I'm going to stand on the other side of the room.
If I roll below,
Can the wolf fit up the ladder?
if I roll below a 10, I'm gonna do the loud way. I'm not gonna do the loud way first.
but if the wolf can't fit up the ladder.
The wolf is going to try and fit up the ladder.
No.
Hey.
So I am going to.
Get ready for the shenanigans, everybody.
I'm going to.
Whoa.
There's a lot of soil, like not soil, but sand in this room, right? Because it's the worship room of the elementals.
A lot of dirt.
Okay,
Specifically dirt.
cool.
We can dig our way out.
You dig?
I'm gonna do it.
You now look
You
like a
ready?
very dirty wolf.
Alrighty. Well, in that
It is very
case-
cramped, by the way. This is a small room. Like,
Yeah, I'm
wolf-
like probably filling most
This
of the
one's-
room.
This
Yeah.
one's bigger than the last time.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna.
It certainly feels like it. Can that support your weight?
Okay, my.
how much do you weigh right now?
How much does a dire wolf weigh?
Yeah,
What
that's
this
a
up
good
before?
question.
Was it like 150?
I think it was.
It was. I think this was the same session as we were looking at the bite strength.
Yeah,
Right,
130 to
right.
150 is the
Yeah,
weight.
130 to
In
1.
weight, direwolf grows to approximately 9 feet long and weighs up to 800 pounds.
It's a large creature in D&D, so.
The
What's your call? Can a ladder support the weight of a dire wolf?
Made of dust, though.
it's made of
Dirt. Sorry, dirt.
specifically.
Yeah.
Didn't
I'd
we
say
roll that you
it's
still weighed like normal. You were normal.
Yeah.
right?
It's,
Yeah,
it's
well,
always-
yeah,
you
you're
say
right,
you
right.
have
Yeah.
everything normal.
it groans. The wood is this is a wooden ladder and it's groaning.
Sure about that one, mate.
Am I able to get up
That's
there?
a yes.
You're able to get your head up. It only took you a few pulls.
Okay.
It's not a deep. This is.
So I'm just going like 5 rungs at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
And I'm
gonna
gonna
fall, mate.
push. I'm gonna start
I'm
pushing
gonna
with my
stand
head.
over here. All right. Got it. Oh, sorry, Dan.
Please tell me I woke up from that.
It
It was like a quiet. It was like a. So it's a.
You'll
Quiet
have-
get a wolf.
You'll
It wasn't
have
like
to
a-
roll with disadvantage for perception because you are asleep.
That is
rolling.
sleeping.
So it'd be a disadvantage with perception. So
6
It's a
or yeah, 6. Okay, 6 probably not.
you don't hear anything. It is too muffled underneath the trapdoor.
Okay, now I'm gonna push my little nose against it and go. And try and lift it.
You're able
So
to
why?
push your snout into a wedge it and kind of push up, but as you're starting to lean back, that you start to fall, and it goes.
You alright? Just gonna keep taking those as a yes until I see your body fall into the chamber.
I'm gonna kind of like try and take my paw and go like.
Give me a dexterity roll for that, because you are trying to, with a paw,
Oh,
keep
The
hold.
wolf's climbing a ladder.
I know it's already climbing the ladder. That's already a stretch. But now this is further of a stretch.
Oh no.
What did you get? So,
One
a genius
minute.
moment of thought. I gotta commend you for this one, buddy. You're like, I could just use one of my paws. And you immediately just poof.
Please tell me I wake up from this one.
Yeah.
Mate, I don't think you're alright.
That is a loud thud to the ground. And
So, as I wake up, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself, just to look like someone else, okay? Just like someone, maybe something along the lines of like nicer clothes,
Yeah.
looks like I would open up the gate, and I'm like, and then I see these guys, and I transform back. I'm like, guys, why?
I just do this.
Silt is awake.
Oi
now.
there, Dan.
And Silk goes, what is going on? And he kind of scuttles over to the.
What time is it?
It's still. We were talking for like 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Silt
It's been 20 minutes, my
Oh
dude.
no, Silt's coming.
Hey! What did you do down there?
I'm still my wolf. Just
Just having a talk.
What
Just having a talk.
is that?
That's a wolf.
You guys had
Oh,
no
it's a
plan.
wolf.
It's like a big dog.
What's a dog?
Like a cat, but different. Kind of like Den, but different.
Oh.
And it doesn't walk on two legs.
Oh, okay. What are you doing down there?
Oh, we were just having a chat because we didn't want to wake Dan up. Sorry, Dan.
Well, you woke everybody up. This is not quiet. Shh.
All right, my bad.
Yes. Okay. Good night now.
slams it shut.
I'm like,
Wait, Shaper, if you want to get back up, then both
I
the
just
weights and the
open it
ladder
back
will
up.
work.
I'm like, I'm sorry, guys.
Come
No.
I'm
Shaper,
like wolves halfway up the ladder.
Shaper, turn back. Just float up here.
Okay.
You're covered in some dirt and dust.
Should have warned me before you did that.
Oh well, sorry about that. I'm gonna mold earth and just get it all off of it.
Quite handy.
You guys coming up?
I'm actually gonna sleep down here, so why am
Then
I
why-
coming up?
Why are you going?
I'm not sure. I was just caught up in the moment. I'm gonna go back down.
Silt's already trying to get back to sleep and is like
Sounds
just
like
going
Shaper's
like
just gonna
this with
sleep
the
down
cot.
Why?
Well, I don't know. He's rocks.
Okay, fair. Anyways, you coming up?
Oh yeah, I probably should. Head up the ladder.
Yeah.
You get up the ladder and you are down in the prayer room currently. That is now covered in a thin layer of dust
I'm gonna
everywhere.
clean it up while I'm down here.
Yeah.
Just- I'll do that. And then
Close it.
I really should give him that shot. I'm great at climbing.
Yeah, you're you have no
I'm a real
excuses
good-
here.
I'm weak.
Okay, but still.
Just because I can climb up the ladder doesn't mean I can lift the trapdoor.
the alternative was Thunderwave.
Yeah.
That wasn't the other option.
That's the loud way opened the door real good last time. When Shaper.
Would have been. That's why I rolled.
Yeah, I was like, that would have been.
Why Dahlia was keeping his distance.
Yes. Well, anyway, so you are now up, and
Yeah.
Silt is now trying to get back to sleep.
What about Sil?
He kind of like peeks over
Sorry
and then
about
goes
that one, Mike.
with the cot and is like, shh,
Sorry, my bad, Sil.
don't go, just sleep now. I got to get up in 2 hours.
Oh yeah, sleep. Probably should do that. Hey Dad, are you
The
asleep?
corpse still in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Trying to?
Alright, just let me know when you're.
Could be
What?
rotting.
No, it's not gonna happen. That's not how that works.
Well, Silt's getting up in 2
Sorry,
hours
just-
because he's
yeah.
gonna work. So.
I'll keep checking in, and so I'll know you fall asleep. Don't worry, I'll
no,
keep watching.
just let me sleep.
I'm doing that, working on that right now, man.
No, you're not. I just fall asleep.
My dad,
Hey,
you asleep?
you just woke me up.
Oh, my bad.
No, just
I'll let you get this one, mate.
It's like a fucking sleepover.
I go
Yeah.
to sleep again.
My dad.
I take out one of my soul knives.
All right,
I'm
my
like,
bad, my bad. Not a problem here, Mike. Just
I
Mike and chat it.
I make it fizzle again. Go back to sleep. It's breaking.
We heard it.
It's okay. Don't
For
worry about
context, for the dear viewers,
There's
just
a curtain rod that's a little precarious. So if you hear a loud bang, we're fine.
Oh, nobody died.
just before the session, may have fallen down. We had to fix that.
Not naming names
That's
is
why-
Stuart's fault. Do you want to?
We're not naming names.
No,
that's-
no
We're
names.
not naming any names.
Not at all. But it did happen, and it's important to remember that.
It should be,
I-
I assume it's just one of the duct tape.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's fine.
It's fine. Anyways.
It's fine.
I rolled a 6 for perception, so
All right.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
you're
notice
asleep
anything.
now.
I'm awake, and I want to roll for perception.
Just hearing Dahlia's dead over and over. He's asleep.
That would be 26.
You definitely know he's still up.
My dad. Dad. Oh, he must
Wait.
be asleep.
Hey, Dom.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm trying to sleep up here.
Do you not sleep easily?
Oh, I get restless at night.
Do you sleep?
A lot of people sleep. It's not weird.
I'm just asking
Do
if
you
you do.
sleep?
Sometimes.
I guess we should probably both sleep then.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good sleep.
You too.
Not a problem.
we
We sleep.
That's so.
Do you go to bed?
Yeah, just lay down on the cot.
So, about 2 hours pass, and then you hear, and it's still getting up. He's going, hey, how long did I sleep?
Morning, Sil.
Oh, no, good morning.
Morning already.
He's not. And he kind of shuffles and he grabs some water from the jug, and he kind of splashes it onto his face and goes, "Oh, fresh water is so nice. I'm so glad that I get this every week." And he kind of just puts it away and then puts it into like a little cupboard and locks it and just kind of turns back to Dahlia and says, "Have you been awake the whole time?"
Oh no! I just didn't sleep a long time.
Oh, okay.
I woke up pretty recently.
Okay. Same here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to work before they kill me. Bye.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, I'll see you in a couple hours.
Pleasure.
And you see him, he goes towards the door, and then he kind of like bumps into the body that's on the ground and he goes,
Oh yeah, it's still alive.
yeah.
No. Yeah.
He grabs it and he goes by the like shoulders, kind of like lifting it up a little bit.
Gonna dispose of that.
He just, and he's just like, I'm good. He can lift this thing. He clearly has no problem.
Can I get a last look at it?
Oh, okay.
All right.
You guys,
Just walk up to the devil's body and just kind of look at it.
Did we mention why there's a devil?
we did not.
We took the devil with us and then killed it
Yeah.
because it wasn't giving information.
It was
And
bad.
also it
a
was
lie.
about to run away.
I'm
Also, it's a devil.
I'm
Hey,
proud.
whoa. It was
I'm
a bad
proud. I
devil.
killed it in one shot. I rolled max damage with what's it called? With sneak attack too. Yeah, it was good.
stab.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Top tier.
No visible scars.
up to me.
What?
He said up to you.
Oh, he just. What did I say?
He said up to you. Oh, I don't know what you.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep
Anyways.
going. I don't remember what I said.
The body of the devil is kind of crumpled at this point. It gives off that kind of. It's now giving off that familiar kind of awful stench of rot. At least Silk seems to be showing that as it
wanna
kind
get
of
a
pinches his nose. a
Good
little
look
bit.
at it. Be on your way then.
Right. And he grabs it again and goes, "Woof," and it's just like easy for him. He can easily just drag this thing.
Makes sense why I'd use a trapjaw and none of you are awake.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He kind of bumps open his door and kind of pulls it out, and then he kind of just waves to you as he leaves, pulling the body along with him.
Hey Dan, you awake?
Am I?
It's only been 2 hours.
Okay, no, I am not.
Unfortunately. Might as well.
Wait.
Just taking a lie down.
That would be a 13. Would I wake up from that?
No, he's being quiet enough that it's not like
Or no, that's
I'm
10.
not-
Just kidding.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, no.
no,
Okay.
no way.
I misread. I thought I saw 9.
No, it's all good. But yeah, no, you're still asleep.
Like some Raven time. Take out a big old tome that I just carry. Just absent-mindedly flip through it.
Are you reading
That's
it?
fine.
Can I roll
Yeah.
to see if I heard him
Okay.
wake up and say that? Like that, the whole thing that just happened.
You
up
would
there?
definitely heard that.
Okay then.
Because Silt was awake and he was not being quiet. Like he was
Alright.
just being like, "Oh yeah, I'm awake now. Time to go to work."
Did Silt leave?
Yeah.
Are you still not sleeping?
Oh no, I slept earlier.
Okay.
People wake up, you know, after they sleep.
I know that.
Not sure you do.
Dan sleeps all the time.
What about it? Takes a whole bunch of guys.
And then wakes up. I know. Then hasn't not woken up yet, so
Good talk.
Good talk.
Something you wanted from me?
I was just asking if they left.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Have a good night.
Full session. I just didn't sleep.
Yeah.
It's just because Dahlia and Schaefer being the worst kind.
Insomniacs.
Yeah.
Senora and Senorita Insomniac.
Wee wee.
we.
See.
Multilingual.
Oh man.
We're just different.
We're not like the other Gibby players.
So it's gonna be a few hours before Silk returns, and then is going to do a quick power nap and then go back to work again. But in that time, are you guys doing anything particular? Or are you just reading and you're just kind of sitting down
Dahlia's
there?
just kind of along for the ride. He's waiting for these to do something interesting.
All right.
I'm just kind of going through the different prayer things and like looking at them. Nothing happens, setting it down.
Okay,
And
so,
then doing that over and over.
It's a lot of little scrap papers, like thin little papers with language you can't read, and they're very dusty and kind of covered in dirt and stuff. And you see they're like laid out on this little stone, and the stone is like nothing. It's just like a regular stone. It's nothing special really, but it has nice carvings in it.
Yeah.
It depicts like it clearly has a depiction, like an artistic depiction of an elemental on it, which is nice. It's a nice.
You do.
Oh, that's falling.
Beautiful.
Bye bye.
Don't worry, if everything falls in this session, I'll still be here.
We won't.
Yeah, if one more thing falls, I'm leaving. Sorry.
I'll tell you when it falls. Don't worry.
All right. I can hear it now.
Do you trust me to tell you when it falls?
Sure, yes.
It
It
fell.
I'm taking that.
Not bad.
Woo! Anyways,
All right.
so
Time
Yes.
passes.
so
Rocks
you're
fall
looking
over.
through. It's very kind of tight corridor and stuff, and there's small candles kind of everywhere. Some of them are like half melted. Some of them are all the way melted, like they have nothing left. Some of them are look like they're brand new and haven't been used yet. And there is a there's two pendants. Like one, it has what looks like just some dirt in like a little vial, and then the other one has what also looks like dirt in a little vial. Looks like he just has backups because he does work in a pretty precarious place, so he might lose things pretty often. So, yeah.
Okay. And no memories from gazing into the objects.
Good God, no. This stuff is nothing you know.
I didn't think it was.
It's
but-
elemental, man.
It's the elementals, bro.
I mean, I'm middle moms. You never know. You never know.
No, but it looks like this place is just kind of very centered on elemental stuff.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. So a couple hours pass by, and then you hear Silt re-enter. he is covered head to toe in soot. Like, his clothing, like before, were kind of pretty nice and clean, but now they look like they have just seen like a couple days work in just like a couple hours. And he kind of goes over, grabs some he still has the pot of stew because he made quite a lot, and he kind of just scoops a little bit out, puts it in a small clay bowl, and then kind of just drinks from that, kind of sets that aside, and then kind of shuffles back to his cot and kind of just lays down. You're going, he's awake.
Right, Dan, you awake?
Am I?
It's been about like 5 hours now.
My long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah, so you'd still be
You're sure
asleep.
it's there. We're in gritty realism.
Oh yeah, right. Short rest is 8 hours.
7 day rest.
That's 6. 6 for perception?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I make no response.
Yeah. I mean, Dahlia's not gonna do anything until Dunn wakes up. I don't know if Shaper's got other plans.
Shaper's
But-
going to try and take their short rest as well at this point. After like having looked for probably an hour,
Yeah.
because there wasn't much, I
Yeah.
don't think. So
So
I'm going to be doing a rest too.
everyone kind of resting, kind of just relaxing. So a couple hours pass, so gets back up. He kind of leaves again, kind of just waving, being like, "I'll be back in a couple hours."
So long.
And then by now it's been about like 8 hours. So by now people would actually be waking up.
Okay. I
So-
would be up now. I think I was the one that was sleeping the longest.
Yeah,
so I'd be
you're
first one
you're
up.
the one sleeping the longest, so
Okay.
you would wake up.
Are you still up? Have you never taken your rest?
Yeah, just kind of went off and on.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't get anything off short rest.
Okay.
So, like, as in, like, none of my stuff refreshes, except, like, Bardic Inspiration. So,
You don't get exhaustion?
it's not too much of a problem.
Okay. That's good.
We'll be fine. Fine.
I'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
How you doing?
Pretty well, how about you?
Just took a nap.
Yeah, I watched. Sorry, that's
What?
a lot.
What are you watching?
No, I wake up a lot, so I'll just look over and see, oh, he's, And still sleep real
You're
good.
digging yourself a hole.
I mean, there's not a lot of holes to dig, we're on a ship.
What? It's a saying.
On,
It's a saying.
oh, I see.
Yeah. Sounds like you're tired.
No,
sorry?
Sounds like you're tired.
I mean, tired is a strong word. More, just a little out of it.
That's another word for tired.
Nah.
Okay, anyways.
You got plans for the day?
Not really. I'm kind of just like waiting until we land.
So are we just waiting here for 7 days?
That's what my plan is.
Is that shape of being on the trapdoor?
Yeah, can I come out now?
No.
I mean, I can't
I
really
go
help
over
you.
and I lift it up.
I come out, I float out.
Morning, Shaper.
Good morning. How are the two of you?
Tried
Quite well.
sleeping.
Me?
Me?
You? Oh.
Yes.
How'd it go?
Oh, you slept real well.
Good.
I'm glad you got some good rest.
I'm
Oh,
happy to
man.
know other people know that I slept well.
I mean, I assume you weren't waking up at the intervals where I wasn't paying attention. Because I was sleeping.
My guess is that you kept asking me throughout the night if I was asleep.
I mean, I don't really have another way to check. What would you rather I do, shaking you?
No, not check.
I'm not checking to be invasive. I'm just curious.
But I'm trying to sleep.
Sorry, I haven't seen a lot of Tabaxi.
So this is when you gotta watch me sleep.
Consider it a case study.
I don't want to be a case study.
Things function differently in books than they do in person sometimes. So I was just curious to see how Tabaxi slept. Don't worry, I'll watch you every night.
How much do you know about actually sleeping?
I mean, I read a book about Tabaxi.
Dan, you seem a little worked up. Maybe you should teach them that thing you tried to teach the people on the ship to cheer you up. That seemed to make you happy.
Oh yeah, that thing.
What thing?
It seemed to make you happy. But,
Yeah.
This wasn't part of the,
so,
the
okay.
description you told me.
Context for people that
No context.
No
Let's
context.
go.
No
Cold,
context.
Coldplay, go.
Coldplay, okay. Oh yeah, so there's this thing. There's this thing. We call it kitten roll call.
Sorry, did you say kitten roll call?
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah.
I
So
didn't read that one in the book.
yeah, no, it's something you wouldn't have read in the book because
Is that like
it's
something tabaxi
it's like
mothers do with their
tabaxi.
children?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright.
Yes. You see, what we tried to do back on the ship was we tried creating a war cry of tabaxi roll call, you know?
War
And
cries are great, yeah.
yes, yeah.
Rather
You-
effective, actually.
Yes, I know. I'm sure you know all about war cries being very effective.
Oh,
So we
why,
tried.
why tell all sorts of inspirational things?
Yes. So the war cry was, if someone yelled kitten roll call, everyone had to meow as loud as they could.
Oh, does they now?
Yes. You see, it's the vaccine thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should,
So
should I be, like, remembering this?
yeah, just in case. Just in case.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, I don't really see how this is inspirational. Like, does it inspire people to
Oh
call
no, it's
that?
not inspirational. It's supposed to be scary.
The meowing.
Yes.
Is that
Imagine-
like a
imagine-
tabaxi
listen,
code for like a roar?
Listen.
Because I
If
know
you heard a group of like 40 men just meowing on the top of their lungs, would that not be scary?
I would be scared for them.
I mean, you'd be scared though.
Yes.
Still-
I'd be worried that
You're
they'd
still
just get
poisoned.
run over by anything.
I mean, you'd be scared at least though.
Yes.
Okay, that's
But-
all we need.
You know, I guess you do have a point,
Exactly.
but there ain't 40. There's only 3 of us. 4 if you count Syl.
I mean, I don't see why we can't make a scary still.
I mean,
Give it a try.
I don't.
No, I think you need to-
I think if I'm gonna save my stories for a time we need it, I'm gonna ask that you save your Tabaxi children's nursery rhyme for the
Well, it's not
sci-fi
very much
situation.
of a rhyme. It's only one word.
Nursery word
Nursery word.
Sure.
for a time where we need it a little more important. You know,
Yeah,
like
of course.
if we're on the brink of death. I mean, I don't want those to be my last words.
Oh, it
but-
should be. I want those to be your last words.
I want those to be your last.
You know,
words.
You gotta commit to it, though,
I
man.
haven't spent my entire life reading to have my last words be a meow.
I don't see why the problem is.
In all the
that
great
seems like a
stories, they
good
always
way to
have
go.
these big, strong last words.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
the Tabaxi in the stories, they don't usually meow on their way out.
I don't see the problem, though. You see,
I mean, if
no one's ever thought of it. That's the problem.
We
You
can
do
make a
realize
story
it,
about it.
You could make a story about
we
this.
could write a story.
I
about
will
it,
tell
but
you
I
what,
would have
when
to
you-
survive it.
When you die, I will write a story about you.
What if you dies?
No,
and you
don't
do
worry
it?
about it. Don't worry.
Then
I-
I'll write a story because
I'll-
that is kind of my forte.
I have my ways. Don't worry.
Not sure what that means, but we'll leave that for another time.
Don't worry about it.
Do we have anything else to do for the next 7 days? Anything you want to do on this ship?
I can't really walk around, so
Yeah.
I just turned Irish, I
Because
think.
before you left in his bag, correct? When you
Yes.
first came in.
Yes, because if I walk around and people
Yes,
see me,
because you're
yeah,
Rocks.
I'm rocks.
You're
old
rocks.
special rocks.
Rocks.
No, you're just stones. You're rocks.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you throw the stones?
Yes. It's been done.
Oh yeah, we've done it multiple times.
Could it be thrown from a sling?
Yes. I don't see why not. Why do you?
Good try.
I'm just kind of fascinated. I wouldn't want to waste something of this historical potential on a sling throw, but you know, it'd be kind of something to check off on the list.
I mean, somebody's done me before. I was fine.
Why don't I try?
Absolutely. But there's walls all around us.
How firm are the walls around us? If I threw a rock at a wall,
probably leave like a dent in the wood.
what about the floor?
Floor is very solid. Walls are not so much.
Are you about to chuck me into the floor?
Maybe. Would you mind?
You're not asking that in character. I wouldn't have. Are you saying in character that you're gonna chuck me into the floor?
Maybe.
I might hurt a little bit if you chuck me straight into the floor. If you want,
is there a way I could throw you where it wouldn't hurt?
yeah. So if you if we go to the top deck and I'm in their bag and then
Or just take out one of the rocks and
just
send
take out
it.
one of the rocks.
Does
and
it come
send
back?
Yeah. Either
That's
it will-
fascinating.
I don't know if you want people seeing a rock floating towards
Yeah,
you.
I'm a bit concerned about the rock coming back, but can you control when that happens?
Yes,
So we like
but
wait
I'm a
until the
little
coast is clear.
yes, but I'm a little scared of waiting too long.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I don't know
We
what
wanna
will
lose a
happen
rock.
under there.
Do we want to test that?
I don't really want to lose a part of me.
Alright. That's fine. That's understandable.
Like, imagine if I was like, oh, let me throw your hand and like, we'll get it eventually.
We'll get it eventually.
When the coast is clear.
I mean, it's a big site.
I mean, if you
we don't need to take one in a hand.
if you tie some string to it, perhaps you could throw it and
Pretend we're reeling
pretend
it
you're
back
reeling
in.
it back in.
What if the string comes loose?
But then
I the strings that I have on me are for more important purposes than reeling a rock back in. No offense,
I mean,
but
it would be attaching my body part to you, so I guess it
the,
depends how you frame it.
well, my strings are currently tied up elsewhere.
Well, if you lost an arm and the string could save it, would it be worth it? I just turned Scottish.
I think
Every
I
minute's
think
gonna
I
be
would just
something
rather
else.
not get in that situation.
Then we'll do that one.
Fantastic.
When we get off the ship, you're welcome to.
Oh,
You-
with pleasure. Very, very curious.
Fair enough.
A little bit Brit there.
That's what I'm trying to
I,
bring.
I'm trying to Brit.
we're sharing.
But yeah, we're just we switch.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what happened.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be Scottish for a little bit. You're being more Australian than Scottish.
I'm really, really leaning into the Aussie.
Yeah, you are.
Anyways, I think we're just waiting for 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, remember we've done this before,
Mm-hmm.
the 7-day stuff. So this is gonna be the first day. So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna roll dice, and these are the intervals that Silt will be coming in and out for work. So
We're kind of just like sitting and chilling in this
Yeah.
place.
well, so Silt comes back 2 times before he stays for the rest of the night. So he comes in and out 2 times, and then an intervals of about like 4 hours, and then he stays for the rest of the night. So on the last, like the last part where he comes, he's coming back from work for the last part of the night. You see him, he kind of shuffles in, closes his door, puts the plank up like he normally would do. Kind of turns around to you guys. Sorry, I need to clear my voice.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So he comes in and he looks to you guys and kind of says, "Oh, I see have you just been sitting here all day?"
Yes.
What else do we do?
Would you like me to walk around?
Not you.
No.
I mean, more talking about those two.
Ah.
Like I might make my way around just listening to things for a little bit, but kind of how you caught me the first time.
Yeah, okay.
And I might just walk around. I mean, like.
I wouldn't want to leave Shaper out of it though.
That's fair. Well, I'm going to make some new stew. Going to reheat stew if anyone wants some. I'm sure you're hungry. I hope that you were able to find stuff to eat throughout the day in, my cupboards, if that was okay.
Were we allowed to eat that stuff?
Yes, you're my guests.
That changes everything.
You
I
did
mean,
not
I
eat all.
haven't done much, so I'm not particularly famished.
Well, he shuffles over. He pulls out the stew, and he kind of like starts to reheat it, but he kind of is like clearly like hiding something from you. He's like kind of going like this as he reheats it, and then he kind of looks over and he says, "Ah, fire."
Oh, see?
Huh?
Not a problem.
It's fire. Okay, it's reheating. Okay. And then he takes out the jug of water and he pours them into little like clay cups for you, and he sets them onto the little table, and then he like after a little bit, and you kind of see the bubbling of the stew, and he kind of goes over and he starts to pour bowls, and he sets them out, and then he sits and he says, "Well, join, come on, we're going to eat."
Okay. I sit down.
Take a seat. Just kind of sit there.
Well, I had interesting day, working lots of pipes needing more work done than usual. Seems like the ship is always needing repairs. And he just kind of chuckles to himself as he takes the bowl and just kind of starts to slurp.
Not to sound afraid. Ship gonna last 7 more days.
Oh yeah, it's like that all the time. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I've been on this ship for... I need to reroll that. 5 years. It's been like that every time.
Right. As long as it makes it 7 more days.
I'm sure it will. Hopefully. I joke.
That's a good one, Sel.
Thank you. I thought about it all day.
But you know, if that happened, you just walk on the sand.
Oh no, I would be dead. I would have burned alive. That is not a joke.
Oh.
If ship exploded and stopped working, I'd be dead.
Exploded?
If that would be the only way it stopped working.
7 more days?
7
Be
more.
alright?
Oh, definitely 7 more days.
Okay, sounds good.
Insight check. Does he think the ship's about to go? I got a natural 20. Is he worried?
He's always worried.
Is he more worried than usual?
No, it's like a general anxiety that he just has.
Okay.
But
It'll be fine.
he seems to believe that any moment the ship can go.
It'll be fine.
7
worry
more
about it.
days.
It'll
7
be
more
alright.
days.
Don't worry
You
about
sure
it.
you don't want to come with us? I mean, I'm sure you don't want to come with us.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I never really thought about leaving now. Kind of have a life here.
To be fair, we don't really know where we're going.
I know. I'd
That's
like
a
to
good.
go.
You should probably figure that
Where
out.
do you want to go?
Do you
I would
have a
like to
place
go
in
back where
mind?
we came from, where the soil is.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
no, I'd be kind of curious
We
to see
can
that as
go
well.
there.
You're welcome to join us. I mean, I'm gonna look around. I see that you have a life built for you, but I'm sure there's plenty like this elsewhere too. And friends.
How much have you?
Huh?
No.
Well, I'll think about it.
Of
Okay?
course.
We got 7 days before
We
it
have
happens.
7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
7.
Let's eat.
We break out into song.
7 days. 7
days.
7 days in a bottle of rum.
As Silt is going to grab the chalice, little clay chalice of water from the table, you see it starts to kind of move a little bit.
The chalice or the water?
The water starts to move a little bit, and he kind of looks and kind of moves his hand as it kind of starts to lift up and starts to magically expand
What are
itself.
you all doing that?
7 days, right?
Oh, I've seen this before, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You know exactly what this
7
is.
days.
You have no issues
Ah,
with
cool.
this. It just starts to,
Is
and
this
it
a sign
starts
of
to
an explosion?
swirl
I'm
and
just
swirl.
Is your magic
And
shaper?
Silt's he kind of just sits down and just kind of, he just goes back to eating. He doesn't look. He's
Is
just
this a sign of an explosion?
What?
Is this,
What?
No, is this,
Oh no, it's fine. Don't
This
worry
is-
about it.
It's
normal.
And so-
the water's
Yeah,
So the water continues to
Don't worry about
swirl
that.
and swirl, and then
that looks dangerous.
you see
It's fine. Don't worry.
arms reach out from the swirling water.
Should I turn into?
Shaper's
Should
just
I-
like
And
a
then
waterfall
as the
yours.
No,
arms
it's-
reach out, you see them kind of, and you hear the voice kind of come out, and then it kind of, and then it's like a almost humanoid-esque form, and then he goes, "It's been quite a minute, Dan.
Oh yeah, it has. What's up, bro?
It's good.
Yours.
Kind of.
Ah, I see you have a companion here. Who is with you?"
Yeah. Dahlia's over here, and this is over here is Shapers. Yeah.
Nice
We know
to
of
meet
this
you.
one.
Oh.
I came here to send a message from the elementals.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good.
It is speaking primordial, so you don't understand
Oh,
this.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Did I see him point at me?
It does point at you. You can see it's pointing, and then he asks, "We, you know of our curiosity with this one here, the one you call Shaper, of course.
I heard my name, I think.
We have
it's
some
not just a word of
information
language.
that could possibly tie in
They
with
make all sorts of
whatever
noises.
it is.
A lot of
Oh,
people.
yeah, I think I had Dolly in there too. What might be talking about?
Go to the cliffs of the time past. Return to the ruins. Something there calls, similarly to this one here.
Don't see a lot of water in these parts.
That is our message." And then he
Please,
kind of
drinkable?
turns and he looks
Might
to
be. I don't know
Silt,
if I want to.
and he kind of just he
Fascinating.
puts his hand out and kind of pours Silt a glass of water, and then turns to you, kind of bows to you, and then says, "I'll be in contact with you," and then starts to deform, like kind of go back to the water. But you can ask him any questions in this moment. It's just like he's slowly starting to like kind of disappear.
Yeah, can you repeat that again? It was go to the cliffs of the time past, go to the ruins. Something calls, what is here?
Calls like this one.
Oh, okay.
Something familiar.
Point at you again.
Hints to this one in the ruins.
He's
Go
bringing
to the
so much in
cliffs.
this
It's just, I
conversation.
don't know.
It's making me
But it's
little.
also pointed just out that way. It's kind of towards the wall.
Yeah, maybe there's a. Is that towards the? Am I in the direction of the engine?
No.
Shit. That would have been really funny.
I
That's why
say,
there's a wall.
yeah, what,
Something on it.
can you give me more information about anything?
Maybe there's like a chip there.
Hmm.
Maybe.
What are you looking for in particular?
Oh, what does that mean?
Well,
I just know, yeah, I know,
I mean, it's
Excuse
kinda
me.
near the door.
I know I
Maybe
need
it's
to
looking
go
for the
someplace,
door.
but like, why?
well,
Yes.
we are figuring out
Maybe
what
there's
this
like
is.
a break in the piping.
We
and
have
it's gonna like it's
particular
gonna sink the ship, and
interest
so they're
with
trying to
its
warn us.
magic.
Why don't think we're in a mic at 7
We
now?
Cool.
haven't seen
Well,
such
that's why it's
magic
warning us,
before,
so we
but
can't
we have
make it 7 days. It hurt us
we've
doing
felt
the 7
hints
days
of it
chant.
throughout the world in
Where are we
certain
going to go?
parts.
Fix the pipe.
Ruins specifically.
Oh,
You know
cool.
how to fix a pipe?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
This shit.
Sounds
Well, it's
good,
just
my
one
name.
that's broken. That's why it's
Good.
it's
Thanks,
one
bro.
in there.
All
Quite a
good
rough
here.
direction.
All
Now,
right.
there's still a lot of shit
I'm
that way.
going to
Well, we
slowly
can find
dissolve now. If you have any other
Big
questions, you can
You know
always,
that, right?
you know, pray to
Like
me
you said,
and I'll
really
answer
about
them
much.
when I
I
can.
have-
It's a
I've peeked
sweet-
around.
Kind of just starts to
It's a very
swirl
large ship.
slowly.
Trying to find the right thing to
All
fix.
right.
Is it what's it doing?
All right. I'll see you later, Dan.
Adios.
If you need a refreshment, let me know.
Thanks, bro.
It's
Yes.
so chill.
Bye.
He's just a homie.
And then it goes back into the chalice.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's-
my home dog. I say that in common.
I'm gonna look into
I
the water.
wouldn't drink that if I were you.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just water.
Clean water.
Yeah,
I
clean water.
wouldn't.
It's actually probably better water now.
It feels like taboo to do that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
You see Silk just kind of grabs some and goes,
Ooh.
"What?"
It's a,
I
That
know.
was a
Good water.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably better.
boo.
My patron talked to his. We get good agreements.
Wait a second. When you thought good berries were part of me, you thought it was weird, and now you think it's fine?
This is just water.
It's just water.
It was just berries.
Let's deal with my homie.
You're drinking your homie.
What did y'all?
Oh dear.
What were you talking about?
Oh, don't worry. We were talking about something along the lines of we had to go to some cliffs, some ruins.
Sorry. When you say we have to go there.
Oh yeah.
So
Is it gonna
reason
drown
why?
us?
Long story short, they're trying to figure out exactly what's happening over here. And so.
Are you pointing at like the wall behind?
Oh
me?
no, you. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what's happening over here. So they're like, yeah, just go to some ruins for me, figure that stuff out. You know, just check it out. That's all they're trying to say.
It's not gonna eat me, right?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't think it will.
What was it? Are there any cliff names in particular, or just like some cliff somewhere?
Cliffs of the time past.
Isn't that
You would-
close to where we?
Understand that this is probably mentioning of. I'll get the name out for myself.
You want me to roll for it?
You can roll for it, but it sounds very similar to some cliffs that you would know about, which are
History.
the cliffs of the old world.
11.
11 cliffs.
We also heard the term "cliffs of the old world" previously when we were talking. Somebody was like, "Yes, vengeance typically sails
Yeah,
near
yes,
cliffs of the
that
old
was Silt.
world."
He talked about them.
So we would also have heard recently about that.
Yes.
But you can make the connection.
You can make that connection. You didn't hear that from Silt because Silt was talking to them
Is
before.
Silt there?
Silt's standing. He's sitting right there.
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
No, he doesn't.
He understood
It's
the whole
not.
thing.
Yeah, he understood everything, but it's not his patron, so it's
Yeah.
not something that
He
he
don't
needs
care.
to go do.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was something similar. Like that was close by, wasn't it?
What?
There was
What were we
something.
talking about?
Cliffs of Old World.
That's the one.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention. I was just kind of like just relaying messages to you.
Yeah, no. I understand.
I figure I just figure it out tomorrow.
Can I?
Fair enough.
What do I do? Am I aware of elemental? Like, what am I aware of as far as
Yeah, elementals are not really known as much.
Okay.
There's not a lot of any
Not-
literature
not a lot
on
of
them
reading
is
on 'em.
yeah, not a lot remaining, and also any literature that was written about it is probably like taboo literature. So
Dan,
Yeah. What?
what was that exactly?
Where's my homie? Water.
My homeboy. Olive
my
water.
home slice water.
Is that how you do your knife thing?
Yeah. Kind of just does stuff for me. I do stuff for it.
Interesting.
Well, I'm glad I don't have to hide it because clearly elementals believe that he's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We go show up in front of
Yeah,
him.
this dude over here uses earth. I use water.
See? And he holds up a little
So-
vial of earth.
I hold on my water bottle.
Twinsies! Yeah, twinning.
So if you just have a vial or something, does that automatically associate?
Oh no,
No.
the water has to be like, yo, you're cool.
Yeah, prayer, you need to. That's why I have prayer room.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Oh.
What do you think it was for?
I
no,
I
that's what I had
didn't think
before.
they were saying
Okay.
prey room, like predator and prey.
No prayer.
Is that why you asked if I was praying?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to go private, by the way. You can continue to talk.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
He goes into the little room down below, and you can hear him speaking in primordial, just,
Prayer.
prayers. Yeah, it's prayers.
Yeah.
Just wait until he sees all the body parts I left behind.
Yeah. Yeah, there's normal stuff. This happens all the time.
I've
Well,
never
I-
seen
I-
that while I've been traveling with you. This isn't an all the time thing, is it?
I mean, I'm used to it.
Clearly. I mean.
I've been with
I
you for
guess
like
you-
5 months.
You've all got our little tricks.
Well, to be fair, you were asleep for most of the time.
You were in a coma for several of those months.
But like, I never saw that.
Yeah. I mean,
I think.
you were around with me for very long.
I think we're all learning things about each other.
That's
it'll,
true.
It'll come with time. Although, I'm a little concerned with how okay you are with what just happened. How long has this been a thing for you?
I mean, like, ever since I was like little. Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's more trustworthy than a devil.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
devils
I mean, I know other
known
people.
to be a little bit rambunctious at times.
I know other people that like
Mhm.
have like they taught me about these things. Like I'm not the only one that like believes in these things. It was,
Well,
it
we
was
know there's
pretty,
at least one other.
it was pretty common when I
Trust
was
me
where
that
I was.
devils generally aren't the best people to work with.
Wait, that's why I was trying to like compare it to see if it was like more or
Always,
less.
always,
So
Oh
that's
no,
why I was
it's
like,
not that bad.
much
no,
more
no,
trusting.
they're good.
Okay.
They're cool.
Good.
Yeah. The only thing I know is that like don't bring it up to like most people because most people will be like, hey, because Dragon Lords don't like.
So the Dragon Lords don't trust them?
No, the Dragon Lords don't like.
Oh, they just don't like them.
Yes.
And the Dragon Lords are the thing you showed me an image of?
Yeah. You don't want them.
And that's, we should not talk to them.
You don't want to talk to them.
I can tell you a tale of the dragon sometime. That might be a bit down the road.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
So basically, keep it on the down low about elemental stuff, but like, cool.
Okay. Alright, well. You two didn't finish your food.
Oh, no.
I've been
terribly
eating.
peckish
Yeah,
right
you.
now.
He's been.
I've
Yeah.
been eating. I don't really care. Nothing's really bothered me.
You haven't
You
really been
d-
eating much either. Either?
Well, I don't need to, and I feel bad for wasting the good soup.
I'm not terribly hungry, so.
Do you not eat?
I just. I eat.
Insight check.
You know how to eat.
I eat.
Speaking of eating, I'm gonna eat an Oreo.
How many Oreos do you have?
Only one.
Oh, it was the one I gave you
13.
before. Do you want another one?
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oreo sandwiches?
I got a 13.
I mean.
I love these.
Okay, so you.
Good.
Ooh.
He's not lying. Like, he's not dead lying to you. But it's like a half truth.
So he eats just less? Or. It's hard to tell. I just know it's a half truth.
You
Okay.
know, he is not telling the full truth.
Got it. What's your favorite food?
I'm hungry for stories.
I mean, it's knowledge.
Stories. I was born in the stories. What was that?
I'm not particularly a big food person, so I don't really big favorites there.
Fair enough.
Thirst for knowledge, you're kind of the metaphorical type. I really don't know what you are, so
That's completely fair. That's. Me neither.
it'd be like me asking you if you had a favorite food.
Good berries.
You don't taste them. You
But I know they're my favorite. Are they involved with my favorite? I think there's more there. I just don't remember. Oh.
We should probably take a break pretty soon.
Oh yeah, do you want to take a
Okay.
break?
Yeah, let's take a
Yeah.
break here.
Because we're just being awful.
Yeah, we're just vibing. I don't know if we're gonna do anything for the rest of the week. Really,
We're just
unless
kind
something
of chilling.
happens.
Unless something
Unless
happens,
something
chilling.
happens,
Unless
we're
something's
probably
gonna
going to be doing
So we get break till the end of the week.
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
speed
going to
run
say.
the week. Unless
Well, I have
it's-
something planned.
Oh,
Alright.
Okay,
never
well,
mind.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
something
let's have a
happens.
break
Yeah.
because I need to work some stuff out for that.
We're gonna
Um,
take a break.
Taking a break.
Hey.
See y'all in a few minutes. Thank y'all for watching so far.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Oh, we're back. Um, we're gonna get ready and hop right into things. You can still see me. All right. Hopefully, audio's not all off, but
Well,
curtain fell. Yeah. But don't worry about that. We are gonna figure that out some other time.
yeah, it'll be better next time. Probably not. We'll see.
Well,
50-50, you know?
We'll roll for it.
We'll roll for it. If we roll high,
Wait.
we'll fix it. If we don't, we won't.
It's not going to be better next time.
It
That was
was
a-
that
that
one.
wasn't that one. So
Oh.
it's going to be worse, but we'll
It'll
have
be
fun.
so bad, it'll be good.
yeah.
Exactly.
We'll figure out a way to be so bad it's good.
Right.
All right. Let's hop into things now. So, it is the first day of this week-long journey that we are going to be stepping into. First day, not much happened. Silt was coming in and out, and then of course, an elemental appeared before Den, and of course you two and Silt, and told Den that when they could, that they were to go to the cliffs of the old world and then to the ruins near there to find more information on Shaper, as per their agreement previously made a long time ago, like by now like 7 months. So it is about nightfall. Silt comes back up from his prayer room and is like washing up and getting ready for bed. If you guys have any conversation points, you can go ahead and jump in with those. If not, then we'll just say that the night kind of passes as it did the other night, and then we go into the second day.
So in other words, night would pass, me very annoyed,
Yes.
but otherwise getting sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you awake?
Dahlia would not be pestering you so much
Sure.
as previous. He does learn.
Sure.
That makes 2 of the party.
So
This second night, if we're going to that, I will stay on the top. I won't go below this time.
all right. So you're staying up top this night. So, yeah. So it is now going to be the second night. You're up top, so you can still see when you're asleep, right?
Lying on a cot. Eyes are closed.
Don't pull out a book this time.
Hmm?
Don't pull out a book.
No.
Okay.
Does he end?
Might-
Is
might-
that in character?
No.
Might wake up and read once in a while. But
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Generally, just
you see Silt, he gets up after a couple hours, he goes out to work, comes back later in the night, falls back to sleep, and then does the same thing by morning. And he's now awake and he gets some food out and he starts making it. And at this point, it's been long enough for about a short rest in our current setting. So you guys will be getting a long rest throughout this whole week, but each night is a short rest.
Mhm.
So it has been about like 8 hours, I'd say. So Silt is awake. He's getting ready for the rest of his work shift. And yeah, so the day starts. Is there anything in particular you guys are going to go do? Maybe go out of the room and, go see something. If not, then I will just continue talking.
Hey, I got an idea. Wrong voice. So, you're thinking we need a little bit of space to throw me, right? But it couldn't be out in the open.
I thought we were just kind of holding on to throwing you until we got somewhere that wasn't here.
Well, I thought of something.
Alright.
There just happens to be a really long hallway right outside the store. So if you want, we can wait. Nobody comes, you throw. And then if somebody comes, we wait. There's just a rock in the hall. I'm sure they won't notice. And then when they leave, I'll pull it back and it will be done.
Oh, I don't see any way that goes wrong. I'm all for it.
Alright.
Do I know this is happening?
You're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
leave it out of your
Any
bag.
thoughts?
I don't know if I like this, but I feel like
Why
you
not?
guys are going to do it if I don't either way. So I'm going to go.
We'll hear you out. What are your thoughts?
I don't want Shaper being seen. I'm just saying.
Oh, well,
he's
I'll be in the
giant
bag.
floating rocks.
I'll be in
and-
the bag.
You'll be in the bag.
Yes, so we'll
We
take your
were just
bag.
talking
I'll be in
about
there.
one
Just
of
throw
the
one of the
rocks.
rocks, and then I'll pull it back.
Why not just one
Can,
toss?
you're sure you can control when it comes back?
Well, even if I couldn't, I mean, it's fine.
Well, they're not coming towards us.
Or the ship's just, leaning that way. It rolls down,
Yeah, it's just a wave. It's just a wave.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with you guys so that at least I can try doing the helping out if something
Yeah,
goes wrong.
Alright, sounds good. So we got into the hallway
Alright.
with Shaper and Den's bag.
Alright.
I use disguise self to make myself look more like them, like the rest of the people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty easy. You see some people walking down the hallway coming from their little housing units and going down to the ladder where you guys were before, and you know where they're going. So, and you actually see some people also. You didn't notice this before. There are some side doors that are like kind of well sealed towards it's like they kind of seamlessly transition to wall from door, and you see some people take out little keys and they put them into a little hole and they like unlock and they pull, and then it opens up to like what looks like maintenance to the rest of the pipings. So then some people file in with that person, they go in, they take the key with them, and the door kind of, and it makes that sound so as it closes, kind of like airtight. So after a little bit, you kind of wait and see, and a few moments later, a bunch of people have left, and there's probably like one or two stragglers who kind of run up from behind. So after you see them take the bend towards the ladder, you're now allowed to do whatever you'd like in this hallway for a little while, as it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be coming and going for a little bit.
Hey Shaper,
Yes.
if I mess up the throw, hit one of the pipes.
I can try and fix it.
That sounds like a bad idea.
I'm a little more concerned about the ship blowing up now.
Oh, just don't hit a pipe.
I feel like this is easier than said than done.
I'll tell you what. If it's going for a pipe, I'll pull it down.
You're
How
going to go
quickly
stop
are
it
you
in
able
time?
to stop it?
As long as it's very quickly. Very quickly.
I don't know if I like this idea.
Can you confirm that?
You literally saw me get thrown off a ship.
I've seen you get thrown off a ship, but you still went off the ship. Didn't stop yourself.
Well, actually, I did stop myself before I went fully right, because it was along the
Yeah.
length, and I didn't want the ship to leave without me, so I did. It might have not looked like it from
I
your
thought
angle.
we chucked you like 90 feet off the ship.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But
It
then,
was off, or
you were
was it
off-
just a
you were-
long
the ship
line?
is-
no, you were off the ship, but
'Cause
then
it was
what you
running
did
crossways.
is you came back.
Okay, so
Like
it wasn't
you
moving
boom-
too
it was like-
fast for me not to catch up then?
No, it was just like a boomerang sort of situation. Like you were tossed off, and then because of your magic, you like pulled yourself back because that part was already connected to you. It was like,
I'm talking about when my whole entire form got thrown.
yeah, I'm talking about that too. 'Cause
Okay.
it was like
I'm talking about the time where we gave the
the old
was
lady.
it the chef or
yeah,
whatever.
the chef.
Like one rock to throw.
Yeah, and she threw it 90 feet off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
But that
I
is
thought
not
that was like
Shaper's-
along the length.
no,
That's
she
shit.
threw it off
Cool, cool.
the boat, and then you flung back after.
Yeah, because that's not Shaper's
After a
fault, that's
while,
just one thing.
you like went and then you
Oh, yeah,
came back.
because it comes back in a
Then let me rephrase things.
Yeah, it came back slowly was the thing because she didn't notice it. Because she would have noticed,
Yeah.
and then she would have been like, "Wait a minute." But the thing is that you came back slowly enough that you did not get noticed.
Okay, let
No,
me
she knew
rephrase
that
that.
he,
then.
he was flooding rocks.
Oh right, yeah. No, but she didn't notice him coming. She didn't notice the rock come back. Was the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
she just threw the rock and just saw that it went 90 feet.
Because it just kind of like rumbled, like just kind
Oh,
of.
that's great.
I can
Yeah.
She's
rephrase
like, I
this.
like throwing people.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
So remember, she said she only trusted it as far as she could throw, right? So it made sense for me to wait a while before bringing it back in.
Who's
so
What's this about?
the old lady, remember what you were asked? Like we were talking about how last time I did this, I was a little slow on doing so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when the old lady that threw me, she said she only trusted as far as she could throw. So I made sure it went a while before I pulled it
Oh
back in.
sure.
So
Make an insight check.
Just to double check kind of what I'm hearing here, is that the only confirmation that we have that you are fully able to stop yourself before you hit a pipe and cause the ship to explode is that you think you can do it.
One second, I'm gonna make a
20
roll.
for insight
Right.
for like absolutely certain that he can pull himself in.
Now,
How
in
certain
response
is
to
he?
that, I can either A, use the natural version, or B, up to 60 feet, not 30 feet, use Mage Hand.
Yeah, so-
And instantly
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
So I'm telling the truth. Doesn't matter what I roll, because I'm telling the truth, so.
Yeah, he's telling the truth that he can.
I can stop it.
He can stop it. So, it's just that in that moment he did not.
I'm not always dumb. Just sometimes dumb. I'm selectively stupid.
We all are a little bit.
So
Me especially.
feel free to give it a throw, and I'll catch it if it seems like it's going badly. I can also help your throw. Here. Guidance. I'm assuming it's an ability check. If it's an attack roll for some reason, you can't ask.
Because I'm throwing you with a sling?
You're throwing a part of me with a sling, yeah. It's like shooting it. Like, but are you aiming at something or just seeing the distance? Because then it might be a different, like a dexterity
I
roll.
feel like that would kind of be an attack roll across the board.
It's an attack roll.
Then guidance
Because
doesn't
it's
help.
yeah,
a-
that's what I
you're
was saying,
using
was
a
guidance
weapon.
to attack rolls?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
you're
Because the sling is a weapon, so you can't really
I
use a
am very much
weapon
using
and
a
not
weapon.
have
Yep,
a
then it's
weapon
not an
way.
attack roll. Or it is an attack roll.
Unless, of course, you
Yeah.
specifically say, like, I have a sword and I'm poking a fire. You don't need to,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
attack the fire.
It's ability.
Misses the fire, pokes someone toe.
We sure about this? Are you sure about it, Ben?
I like the idea, but I feel like he's going to keep asking.
I wasn't even asking. I just. It's not
I
asking.
mean,
Jeez, it's not always me. It's mostly me, but it's not always me.
might as well give it a shot.
Good one.
Alright. So, we load up the sling with a piece of this moon rock.
Happy, happy, ho, 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 happy, ho, ho, ho.
Is that from, like, Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
Let's see. May my aim be true? May this rock fly straight? Because if this thing explodes, we're in for a worse fate. And I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration. So.
Sounds good. Go ahead and do that. Guidance and Bardic
No
Inspiration.
guidance, just Bardic
Oh,
Inspiration.
just the Bardic Inspiration.
Guidance
His guidance
doesn't
system.
Yeah, that's fair.
I.
24.
Woo, baby. You don't hit a single pipe on this run. It goes dead center down the hall and then,
How far is the hall?
oh, it's a huge freaking hall. This is like miles. It does not go all the way down the hall.
How far does it go?
Maximum of 120 feet.
I would say maximum then.
Yeah.
120 feet. Wait,
I-
you
should
definitely.
Should I roll with disadvantage because it's past my normal range?
Sure. You know what?
Well, I mean, you're not aiming for something though.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
I'm aiming down the hall. It's
It's-
still an
it's-
attack roll though. So.
You still need to technically find
To see if I hit
something.
a pipe after the first 30 feet.
That's true.
That's fair.
Several.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, you.
Because if you hit a
down the
pipe
hall.
after 60 feet out, we were fucked.
But no, there's, it's a very big hall, like a couple hundred feet wide, and there's housing on either side really, and it's miles down. Like this thing is huge, so it's very unlikely that you would have, like, unless you're really trying or really bad, it's kind of unlikely you would have hit one, like, because you were actively trying to avoid that. So you go, ding, and come back.
Does it like when it hits me because it's so far,
Yeah.
or is it just okay?
Kind of a force. It's just
Oh,
Well,
that came back faster than I thought it would.
that went well.
There we go.
Positive experience. All right. Anything else you today?
Not particular.
Well, I might walk around a little bit, just get a feel for the ship.
We could go see
Sure.
where those people went.
I feel like we should have picked something.
I
We
think
could
that's
see
working.
them.
Yeah.
We could see.
Why don't we just
Why?
ask Sil? We could just go with Sil.
That's actually a good point. We could. That would be smart.
Like instead of following strangers around on a ship,
That does sound smarter.
I think it would be probably in everybody's best interest if we just asked Sil to wider company him.
I like the way you think.
It's actually thinking. That's all it is.
That's rude.
Did that fellow before not think much?
He thought. He did.
I don't know. I never met him.
Anyways.
After a little while, you see actually Silt. He's coming out from the corner, like from the bend. Still just like last time, covered in soot. He kind of walks up and he sees you two out, and he probably guesses you're in the bag. So he just kind of waves and he kind of walks over. He goes, "Ah, I see you're out today."
Yeah, we walked a whole 15 feet.
Better than yesterday, I say.
Certainly.
Ah, yes. I'm just going to go get and grab something to drink. I'm very parched. But
Sounds alright.
yeah, I hope you have fun exploring or whatever you've been up to. And I don't know how long you've been here in the hall.
Oh yeah, we put Schaefer into a slingshot. Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't hit anything.
Good. I hope you didn't.
We were close.
You joking, right? Maybe don't do that ever again.
Wow.
Would the ship blow up if we were to hit a pipe?
Yes, but you need to cause. And then as he like kind of looks around, you start to see people coming in. So he's just like,
Well, as soon as I see people, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
quiet.
but he's
I'm
just
not dumb. I'm just
No,
dumb.
but he's-
And you see people in the back?
My crystal's poking
Oh,
out.
yeah. But he's like, yeah. But he says, anyways, yes,
I take your head and I shove you down because you don't
It's
have.
not my head's poking out. It's just a crystal. It's like only the small crystal. That's like my eye.
Is it noticeable?
it's very barely noticeable. We rolled this before. Most people don't notice. So.
Okay, and then he also said that he had some other.
That was what the spell
Pass
active.
without trace.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, I know you're not.
But
That's
most
why I
people
say
aren't
like-
gonna notice right now.
Okay.
So,
Unless like a sorcerer king comes down, I think we're okay.
or someone that's just very
Anything
kind of
magical.
nosy.
Yeah.
Someone just kind of like looks into your bag. What's in there?
But you are disguised as something that looks like they're from here, so
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nobody really cares.
I don't look like I'm from here,
But you're conversing with two people that do,
Yeah.
so people just generally don't really care. I mean, most of these people are exhausted and just
Yeah,
getting
they
back
just
to their
wanna go
house.
home.
Yeah. So, Silt he kind of goes back into his little housing complex, comes back out a few minutes later and says, "Well, I'm gonna go back to work, but you do whatever you like, okay?" And he kind of just nods to himself, and then nods to you guys, and nods to himself again, and he's about to turn and just start walking. Can I ask him to join, or
Oh right, we were gonna do that.
that's why I'm.
I
That's why I'm
can't
at
talk.
Brain going a little bit slow.
Sure. So we go up to him. We're like, "Yo, can we join?"
Mind if we just tag along?
I already asked the question.
If Yes, both. Yes, both. Yes, just as long as you don't touch anything, you can
Okay.
come right along.
Sounds good.
Make sure you do not go near pipes when we're down there.
Why
Very
not?
hot.
No
Sounds good.
problem.
And so he saunters back towards the ladders and starts to climb down them. And as he's climbing down, you hear him just kind of whistling some kind of off-tune sort of song to himself. He gets to the bottom, and you see him grab some tools from a rack of sort of like just like tools that they will generally need, and he kind of like puts them into his belt, and then he kind of walks around, kind of like gives a wave to some of the guys who are working, and keeps walking, and he gets into like the giant engine room, and of course it doesn't feel any good to you.
I want to ask a question before we go
Yes.
too far. Are these tools any sort of artisan's tools? Like, would they count as smith's tools? Would they count as tinker's tools? Would they count as anything like that, or no?
Not if they're are artisan tools plumbing tools?
No, there aren't.
Yeah.
plumbing tools.
Then no. These are wrenches and like
Plumber's tools.
plumbers too.
Mm.
They're literally plumbers.
Engineer's tools.
Engineers too, pretty much.
Depends how we want to group it.
So it could be tinkers, but I guess it'd be a stretch.
Tinkers is very
Tinker's
much like
yeah,
little
very
mechanical
small.
thing.
That's what, okay.
When I think
That's
tinker, I
right.
think of like for clocksmiths
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So like the metal pieces I have, which are my tinker's
Yes,
tools. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep. Okay.
No, these are
Cool.
heavy duty stuff. So, and you see him. He kind of like goes around and he has like a wrench, and he kind of clinks on a few, and then like when he clinks on one, you see like one of the bolts kind of like jiggles, and he goes and he starts to tighten it, and he keeps walking around, and he's just like, I hope the heat's not too much for you two.
It's good.
He kind of has to shout a little bit over the loud engine that's like.
I shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't love it, but it's alright.
Oh, that's good.
You want me to
That's
play
good.
some music for you down here?
Well, music, I'm kind of hard to hear, you know.
Well, that's a fair point.
But if you have a song, I'm
No, I mean, I don't know if it'd be heard very well.
I
Quite quiet.
just do it loud enough, you know.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
And I'm gonna take out my lyre
Ooh.
and hope it doesn't melt.
What a lie?
Yeah.
What are you lying?
I've been lying the whole time.
Lying
Yeah.
bastard.
And
You
actually,
should do like a workman's song. Play this story of dragon.
we're gonna make sure it gets heard down here.
Thaumaturgy?
Where is it? I like to make a mistake.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm excited.
I was also gonna make mistakes, so I love this. I love the vibe.
What were you gonna do, buddy?
Help. It's okay. It's like a subtle spell. There's no way anybody
There's a
can
certain kind of
notice.
music you like, so.
Anything is good. You know, better than hearing.
Fair enough.
Make that noise.
Music preference, Dan?
No, I'm good.
Alright. So, I'm gonna cast Unearthly Chorus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
So 30-foot radius, but it can be heard from up to 100 feet away. I don't know with all the sounds going
No,
on.
I would say you
Oh.
can't hear it 100 feet away.
It's a style I choose, so I'm just gonna do some like ancient music that like
Gregorian
this
chants.
is old. Just because that's what I know. you
Yeah.
know? And I
Let's just preface, how old is old?
Yeah, that's a
Because-
great question. Make it as old as you know.
you know the oldest song that I know,
It's actually just electropunk.
probably something I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 years old.
Yeah.
Old song. Old song.
Old song. Old song.
Old song.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
Old song. Old song. Old song.
yeah. Can I inspire myself as well?
Yes, go right ahead.
How should I inspire myself? It's been a while since I've done this. Hope the music comes out well.
This is the perfect opportunity for the spell.
We are deep in the bowels of this hell. I don't know. I need to prepare more words.
The
Okay.
torrent of machines clang and
So
clatter.
performance.
Yes, it is.
I have advantage because of unearthly chorus.
Beautiful.
If you want, I can cast guidance on you. Do you want to give? Do I see that you're about to perform? Add
If you're
guidance.
looking.
Yeah, add guidance.
All right. That's an extra D4.
Yeah. I want to see you succeed.
Watch me just roll double ones here.
That'd be really funny.
Okay, so that's 28.
Wow.
And that was with
That
a
is
mediocre roll.
Beautiful.
I got a 28 out of 10. It's a good time.
It is
28?
Let's just describe this. It is hauntingly beautiful. It is something of it.
Max rolls like
It is 100% of a otherworldly experience for Silt. Like, it is. This room is filled with deep reds, right? Rich reds. But then like it's almost like the sound of the engine is muddled and then diffused away from everything else, and then the gentle plucking of the lyre comes in, just loud enough over the chorus of machinery, and it's able to somehow just completely mute it to him. And he just kind of just stops for a moment, and he's just like, and just kind of looks as if he was in another world, and then he's just gently.
Has Silt ever heard a lyre before?
No, he hasn't. So that's why he's just like, it's for him an otherworldly experience. So he's just like sitting.
Unearthly, if you will.
Yeah. He is just entrapped with this sound. This like, ooh.
With my spell, it's as if there's like a chorus singing with me too.
Yeah, it is something else to him, and he's. I'm gonna roll for.
Roll to see if he
He
joins the party
cries.
immediately.
He legit starts to cry. Like you see, like tears kind of like streak through the soot as he listens, and he's just like, "Wow, that is really good." Kind of wipes his face, and you see like just smears of smut with tears, and he kind of looks at you and he says, what is that?
It's my lyre.
What is a lyre?
This instrument, it's rather old.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's quite a nice instrument, yes.
Oh, I've never heard sounds like that. It makes me think of just, I don't even know. I cannot put word to it.
Few can.
Ah, if you could play more of that, that would be beautiful.
Of course.
He's just,
Yeah.
and he continues working, but every once in a while he just kind of stops, just kind of listens, takes it in, and then keeps working.
He's like doing it to the tune, like ding, 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 ding.
So the chorus will last.
No, he kind of can't. He kind of has to go, and then kind of.
The chorus will last for 10 minutes.
It's awesome. It is so beautiful to him. After the minutes are up and it kind of fades away,
It's a long song.
and then the chorus of machinery returns, Silt is just like, oh, you'll have to teach me that instrument. I want to be able to play that for myself.
Difficult to find an instrument like this these days.
Yeah, I never seen one like that ever. Maybe I could make one.
Perhaps.
I will have to find out. And, yeah. Well, I should keep working or else we'll all die. No joke.
You know
I
what's-
got to keep working.
You know what's great about that performance? It probably made what I was doing hardly noticeable, which is just occasionally tightening a bolt. With my telekinesis, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna.
He probably didn't even notice. You
Yeah,
just-
exactly. So it's just a little bit less work on him, so he can
Yeah.
enjoy your beautiful music.
That's probably why he had those moments where he could actually.
Exactly.
listen.
That was.
Roll the 10.
Yeah, that's crazy for a 10. You're insane.
Yes.
Bummer.
So. His work continues in this engine room for a couple more minutes, and then he exits this room and goes into one of the little side rooms with all the piping, which is a lot cooler and also very dimly lit. Like it feels like kind of like back room sort of liminal space lighting. It is very dim, very dingy, and the pipes are very tight to the walls, and you kind of have to walk like basically with your chest sucked in as much as possible, or else you'll probably singe yourself. But Silk seems pretty adept to this. I mean, he's worked here many years now, so he kind of just slides through and kind of checks a few pipes here and there. As he's checking, kind of gets to this spot and kind of freezes, and he looks, he's like, he should have been here to fix all this up, I don't know why. And he kind of shrugs and he says, I guess they're sleeping in, and he takes his tools and he starts to tighten them. Perception checks.
I'm so scared this dude is about to get blasted and die.
Wait, I don't know if I can add my +6 after or before my roll.
Oh my god, that's unfortunate.
I'll let you.
Or not +6, the extra dice.
I'll let you do this
It's
first.
a 3 on a natural 1.
You just see him tightening stuff. You don't see really anything else.
Look at my life.
Yeah, you're looking at your lyre. It's pretty,
fixing up a little bit.
like a little bit of tuning here and there.
26.
26.
Two questions.
Yes.
Because of my innate understanding of machinery in general and pipes and everything,
Oh, no, this
doesn't
isn't-
apply here.
No, it does not apply
Okay.
here. This is for something else.
Can I cast guidance?
You can cast guidance. Go right ahead.
Cool.
Does this succeed?
26 will succeed.
Okay. Want to ask?
So that's 10 plus 13, 13 plus.
I'm just waiting on this one.
I'm sorry.
I need to know.
21.
Take out
21.
the dice.
You're focused on your lyre. Silt is focused on tightening some of this loose machinery. You two get this sense that something's off. More so, like that it feels like something shouldn't be here. And you kind of look up gently. And as you kind of look up, just barely visible in this lighting is someone's hand that's like just barely visible within the piping. They're not moving at all, and it looks like the piping has been warped to hold them.
Is it about to eat him? Is this a living ship? No shot. You warned him because I can't talk. Get him out of there.
Guys, there's something happening. I point up.
He still looks up, and you see his face just kind of all color, gently, rapidly, very quickly, kind of all fades as he sees who is supposed to be fixing these pipings, now stuck within the piping with their face filled with piping.
Oh yeah, they're dead all right.
Oh
Can
yeah,
I do
thank you.
something? I really don't want him to get absorbed by the pipes. So, How deep is he in there? Is he like just a little bit in, or is he like well into this?
He's
tunnel?
well in this
And how
stuff.
deep is that?
That is like there is clearly like a foot of piping like over his body.
What?
This person, the body.
No, sorry. Our friend Silt.
Silt.
How deep is he in like this long ways? Like,
And he's
is it
only
like-
a couple feet in front of you.
okay, then I'm gonna prepare an action to just.
Sorry, I was confused. There's.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm gonna prepare an action to telekinetically bop him out if it looks like the pipes are about to eat him.
Okay.
Mimic shit.
Yeah. So, the man. No, he's not alive. He is definitely not alive. There is piping like going all throughout his body, just like he is dead. He is 100%
Approximately
dead.
how far away is he?
Huh?
Approximately how far away is he?
From you, where is your order? Because this is a tight corridor, so you'd have to be behind someone or in front of someone.
He probably would have been in the back because he's just been playing music.
Okay, then you would be you'd be 10 feet away.
Want me to ask Chap a few questions, figure out what happened?
Sure.
How comfortable are we just kind of sitting here? Is this somewhere we want to leave very quickly, or do we have some time?
I have no idea. I really
I can
don't
try to figure
know.
out what happened here.
I will kind of scoot closer to,
Alright.
away from that.
Is it dripping blood or is it?
No, there's nothing. It is.
Interesting.
So,
In fact, it kind of looks kind of dry. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
You cast it. Let's just say, the sounds you hear is not coming directly from the body. It is everywhere.
Oh my god, I hate this.
It is right next to you, it is behind you, it is in front of you, it is below you, it is above you,
Oh my god.
and all you hear is agonizing screaming coming from this.
Hi, Chap. What happened here?
And then as it says that, things start to shudder.
Should we be leaving now?
Is this a ship-wide shudder?
Yeah, like all the piping all throughout here starts to shudder.
Got about 3 more questions, but I think we should just leave right now.
And
Alright,
is
shall we?
The shudder stops for a moment though. It's like every time it speaks, it shudders.
We want to stick around and try to figure it out.
A little bit longer.
How'd you get there?
Spirit is all you hear.
Probably more experience, I'll be honest.
Wait, do we hear this stuff? Or is it?
Is it just you or is it a...
I think you all. hear it.
You all hear this.
The
This
only
is-
reason the last one because it was infernal.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
This is in common and it's all over.
Got anything specific you want to know here? Someone do this to you?
Yes.
You have more questions?
That's number 5. Who?
And then all of a sudden it's like screaming. It just starts to scream.
On our way now, shall we?
Okay, bye.
And I am fast.
If you're trying to run down this corridor, you're gonna have to give me a dexterity check because it is a tight corridor.
Well, what was happening? I wanted
Would
to
it be
check.
anything that my agility would help me with?
Yeah.
As in, like, just the fact that I can climb things and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you can kind of like
Okay,
just weave.
so do I need a roll meeting?
nah. You
Okay.
got it.
Does my speed and climbing ability aid you in any way?
It does not. It helps you because you can pretty easily kind of like if there's like something really tight, you can kind of just
So like
go
advantage kind
yeah,
of?
yeah,
Okay.
you get
And this
advantage.
is just flat deck?
I can roll for
Yeah.
advantage if you would like me.
Yeah, I know you're gonna roll
Oh,
like
it's
high
cocked.
enough.
I mean, it was on that, but it was
It
flat.
was kind of cocked.
Okay. You'll be fine.
And since
anyways.
you have some kind of knowledge of this stuff, anyways, too.
Yeah, 22.
22, yeah.
17.
17, yeah, you're both fine. You both can easily kind of weave through some of this piping that kind of juts out here and there. Roll for Silt.
How fast are you going?
Silt is able to
35
keep
feet.
up.
I want
Okay,
to
never mind.
make
I
a
just wanted to
check
be like,
because I was going to do this while I was talking, but I don't want to interrupt.
Tabaxi.
It was
Yeah,
something. I'm going to use my druid wisdom
No,
to
you're
connect
slowing down,
something
man.
we've seen before to this and try
I
and
can
see
run
is the
125
magic
miles.
vibe similar
Oh,
to the
dash
magic
right.
vibe of the
That's right,
flesh
that's
monster
right.
we saw. Do I even need to? Okay, I don't even
No,
know.
no, you
This is
can
like the
feel
same
this
thing,
is
just
very
like
similar,
mechanical.
sort of.
Okay.
This is just a different
I could.
version in a sense.
Can you do?
And this is the. Do I know
Bonus
this is just the
action
engine room, or do I know
and
this is the
bonus
whole fucking ship?
You can tell that it runs throughout the ship, but the source is definitely like right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Is anybody around?
No, it's just you, Silt, Dahlia, and Den who are running down this corridor right now,
Okay.
trying to get to the exit.
I'm not gonna say
Wait,
anything,
you
man.
can-
I'm just gonna telekinetically shove as a reaction if anybody needs help
40
from an
feet per
attack
second.
or something
Yeah.
horrifying.
Because Tabaxi, I can get bonus action dash, I can get regular action dash, and I can get the Tabaxi
the
thing, which
double,
does
yeah.
nothing.
Goes a pipe.
At somebody
Yep,
on a
What is
telekin
it's
reaction.
going straight at all of you. Like
All
pipes,
of us?
all of a sudden, pipes just jut out like at you.
We're fighting this ship.
I'm gonna it's a mimic ship. I'm gonna use the shove on Silt then.
All right, so Silt.
So Silt is safe.
safe.
Like, are we
Um,
making saves on this?
Yeah, it's another dexterity.
Okay.
So this one is
This is just flat or straight roll.
just a flat roll.
I'm with you.
Silt got saved by
Shaper.
Shaper.
13.
And
Do
this,
I-
And this is a dex.
Can I
save.
give advantage because I'm
Wait,
with them?
13 plus.
And I don't, or do I have to make the roll too?
No, you're with him. So
Can I give them advantage?
18.
Some with magic shenanigans.
8.
You have advantage.
goes one of the pipes
I
right
got
in your
18.
face, and you take
I don't think that will.
you take
do
5 bludgeoning damage as this pipe like hits you square in the face.
This is not good.
12 plus 11. Yeah, that's. I think that's.
Does leave a
20.
red mark on your forehead.
A massacre there.
Oh yeah, it just kind of hits that, but it also kind of
That's
starts.
right.
Yeah.
I can't remember what my original roll is because I got advantage. I think it's. I for sure at least got an 18 and then 22.
18
I think
passes.
18's fine. Okay.
18 passes.
Cool.
You're fine. You're able to, as one of these pipes go.
He ducks under him. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. He ducks under, and then when it goes right into Dahlia's head.
Good one, me, mate.
Then suddenly, some come up from below you, but you're able to kind of get past these ones.
Are these breaking the pipes or just bending them?
No, the pipes
Break.
they're breaking.
Ship's about to
and
blow up.
they're
We gotta go.
7 dice, 7 dice.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
But
gotta
then
go,
you
gotta
see
go.
them mend back.
Okay.
Like it is like something is breaking it and then mending it at the same time.
It doesn't need to be healed.
Are there any other people around us?
No, just you guys right now, and you're getting to the exit.
Got it.
So then you hear, and then a bunch of steam starts to come out. Give me con saves. This is just a bunch of rolls because you're being currently attacked.
Good.
Uh, 23.
Done. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
23.
like 5. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm
fine.
wasting
You're
all my psionic dice.
I'm going
Down to 3 more.
It's a con save. I have to make that too. I'm sure. So
I have a long rest.
Do you breathe?
Eventually.
I don't need to make the save.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a breathing thing or a heat thing.
Silt does take damage.
Oh no, our boy.
My baby boy.
He takes 8 damage as this like fills his lungs and goes. Like he's like unable to breathe in this moment. And what did you get?
Got 22.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're able to like quickly cover your mouth and like run through this like spewing like hot mist. Silk kind of like stumbles behind you, but is still trying to keep up. And then one more thing comes out, and this time a metallic hand comes straight out from one of the pipes. Like it's made of piping, and it's a hand. And it tries to grab you. Make strength checks.
All of us?
Mm-hmm.
So-
It's even going for you now too.
In the
It's-
bag?
It's grabbing the bag.
Is
Like
this a
it's
save
trying
or
to
a
grab
check?
you.
Yeah, it's all one hand or a bunch of
No,
hands?
it's a bunch of hands. These
Then-
are
okay.
metallic hands reaching out to
I am
grab.
Do I
lucky
get
I
another
did well
bonus
on
action
this.
by this point or not really?
No, you wouldn't
Okay,
get
cool,
another
cool.
I am
bonus
lucky
action.
I did well on this. That's a 23. Also, do I get an action?
No, this is all
Okay.
just
Dex, you said?
What I'm done.
no strength.
Strength?
This is a strength.
That's a
Four.
that's a 4.
4.
9. And I'm in a bag.
What did
so-
you get?
23.
You're fine. Everyone else is immediately put into a choke, and they're currently going to take.
It's okay, I don't need to breathe. It's fine. I'm okay.
It's crushing. You take 4 damage
versus bludgeoning.
as it starts to crush your. Yep, 4 damage as it starts to crush you. Silt also takes this damage as it grabs him by the throat and starts to crush him.
Silk better not die.
Luckily though, it seems to then let go, and then like kind of just drops you in this moment. But it's clearly probably getting ready for another attack. So I want you all to just give me one last dex. And this is to
Is it still
determine.
running dex? So
Yeah, this is a running dex. So this is to determine if you're gonna get out of the way of the last attack.
Do I have the time to re-mage hand or not really?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay,
23.
then I'll be fine.
23, you're fine.
Otherwise,
you,
I'm a slow boy.
you bolt.
10.
Oh yeah, I can run if I really wanted to 240 feet in this
Yeah.
second.
19.
Wait,
You-
how
well,
is
you're with
spell
him,
dash
so
work?
you're
Is it
fine.
you
I'm not-
multiply by 2,
Did
or
he
is
take the
it-
bag away, or is it the
No,
bag
it, was,
still-
it reached
Oh,
in
I
and
never
grabbed.
mind.
It was
Not
like
that
just
bad.
crushing.
Oh,
you
it
back.
didn't pull me out.
It
Okay.
didn't pull you
So
out. Never
you
mind.
add
No,
this
you're fine. You're with
one
him.
more time.
Silt and Dahlia, they are unable to run in time
What the fuck?
as
I'm
sudden.
rolling so bad tonight.
I'm gonna
As
go back in there
suddenly,
and save Silt if he
um,
goes down. I
Like
don't care.
you see from behind you, a figure starts to rise from the piping, like just it is like a shadow came to life almost. But you see glowing eyes that are pure red. And then you see it reach its hand into one of the pipes, and as it reaches out, the hand like the piping forms into its hand, and it grabs Silt, and it starts to drag him. And then it with its other hand, it goes and it grabs you, and it starts to drag you too.
Oh, I fell?
So this is going to be another strength.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
Now that we're out and safe, can I cast guidance on
Yes,
Silt?
you can.
I want
and
Silt
also
to
you can
run
take an
in.
action now that you're out of the
Because these are
attack
saves, these
range.
aren't checks.
Okay.
Oh wait, does
Oh.
guidance not work on
It's
saves?
only ability checks.
Oh, I'm so upset right now.
It's the OP skill check.
Can I try
Yeah,
and
sure.
attack the thing?
Yeah, I said you two can attack the thing.
6.
Both you and Silt are immediately dragged.
Moonbeam.
How would that work here?
I don't know, but I'm doing it behind, so it doesn't hit them. It only hits it, and if it's a shape changer, fuck it.
It's not a shape changer.
Damn it.
Doesn't it still get to make a save? If it's a shift?
Yeah, it still gets to make a save
Yeah.
to like stay in its form.
Wait,
Yeah,
so what do I do for the moonbeam?
It's a cylinder that's 5-foot radius, 40 feet high, technically, but
But like, is he saving against damage? Or...
he is doing a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
against ghostly flames, and it's radiant damage. I don't know if it's weak to that, but if it is,
It got a natural 1 on its con.
do I get a double the damage?
No, it just takes regular damage, but it cannot. It is going to just be like boom.
Fuck
Boom,
you.
boom, bow, bow.
That's okay damage. It's not good though. It's 10.
You hear a screech from all the piping all around you
Fuck you! Make more of it start
As-
exploding.
as it like
I don't care.
for a,
We-
I have to actually roll for another thing to see if it's going to continue dragging or not.
You want another strength save?
No, it lets go. It. If you want to do something, then you can do something in this
I'm
moment.
thinking. I'm going to use my my Fey Presence. I want to make it have Wisdom save for fear.
Okay. What is your save?
15.
It wins.
Wins?
It got a 15, so it it is able to shake off your attempts to have it fear you, and it just kind of like you see it go back into the walls.
Did it start its turn in the moonbeam?
Well, it already took damage from that. It is now. It's
That's right.
it's like
Okay.
it's just leaving. So then you see like the piping just come back together, and then some of the piping, and actually the walls slightly widen enough for you to walk normally now. So it seems like it was putting
Purposely.
pressure on the walls to tighten it.
Can I take a shot at it just for fun?
It already left.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of melded into the
Okay.
walls.
I'm gonna. The moonbeam's going through the walls and disband it and be like, I'm still in the back. So.
Yeah. Still does look worse for wear. His
Do
he's just kind of on the ground going. He's still alive, but he does not look good at all. And he's
Press knocked out of each other. We'll get you right out.
sounds good.
Try this, help him up, but I can't.
I got this.
Can I lift him up?
Yeah, you can lift him
Okay, I
up.
just lift him up.
Thank you.
Where are we going?
Let's go back to my place.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
We walk back.
Yeah,
Okay.
swiftly as
Yes.
possible.
Yeah, you get to the exit and you start to leave. And as you're leaving, you hear a final hiss from one of the pipes, and a hand gently reaches out for a moment before sinking back in. That's where I think we're going to end it.
Okay.
Good session.
Thank
session,
you.
DM. That was horrifying. I hated it. Everyone so that means it was a
I
good
was
session.
so scared.
I'm glad I had that planned out. And
My rolls were horrendous. My highest roll all night, that was like actually doing something, was like a 10.
It's alright. He
Yeah.
carried me.
I did.
I feel so bad for Sil. I tried.
That was messed
So-
up. That was DM shame.
Shame on me.
Shame.
for trying to kill Sil.
Yeah, for shame. I'm gonna have to good bury him now.
He likes good berries.
He
You
does
know
like
that,
them.
so-
I'm sure we'll make him feel better. Imagine if his last thing he enjoyed before he died was the song, the haunting unearthly chorus.
Oh wow, that would be something.
That would be kind of poetic.
That would
Out
be.
of 5 years of terrible work and whatever he went through before he got here, the last thing he had was actually kind of nice.
Before being choked out by pipes.
Mhm.
Love that.
Yes, but
Like,
something's
I love that
going
for
bump
us.
in the ship.
I say 7 days. We just pop a few of the pipes, the place blows up. I mean, let's be real.
Oh man, I'm really happy that we got to this part.
I've got a question from chat. Are we using the E10?
The E10.
E10 needs
Go!
Thank you, Benjamin.
Nice.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Nice.
Congratulations.
You got it.
Wow.
God, I was like, no. And then you
I
did
fell
it.
for it. I took the bullet.
Oh, it's
guys.
okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I got got it this morning so hard. So it feels real good to be able to hit that.
Dungeon and Dragon G's nuts.
Dude, I got Imagine Dragon D's nuts this morning.
I can't imagine. I can't wait until you guys meet one of my side characters for this backstory, Wendy.
Alright.
Wendy's nuts, huh?
just wait till you meet Candace.
Ooh,
Alright.
can't
Oh,
wait.
that's my kid next
Wait
week.
till you guys get to the city of Sugna.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty crazy.
That's
there.
where I'm from.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to do a closing? Do you want to?
I say we just keep it on till next stream.
Well, guys, that's the end of this session, the first session of the stream, too. We will pick this up next week. We might have some things like in between. I have a video that I'm making for kind of an introduction thing, so look forward to that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
There's a Twitter. It might be on the Twitch right now. It might not. I think it's attached. Go ahead and follow Twitter.
Yep.
There's a YouTube. There's nothing on it. There will be stuff on it. We will be uploading the VODs, and other content as well. So follow the socials.
Yep. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know I did. I had a lot of fun streaming this. This is like first D&D stream, so this is really cool. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. We're gonna sign off, and we'll see you guys in the next one with the ship that feeds.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.